Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that...
Welcome back to Fox 2 News at 9 a.m. Time once again to get you caught up on your news headlines. For that, the Hamburglar.
It's your birthday. I'll let it pass. Thank you. No, I won't. I'll get you later.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
my...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Come on, tell me who you are. I really wanna know.
One time, I opened up the microwave door and farted right into the microwave. I mean, I actually farted into a microwave.
But Jackhead the crackhead, you know that you're wrong, cause I can smell your body odor over the telephone. Now with your peanut head, you never be the best until you get your butt together, then you pass the test. For a nickel and a dime, you commit a crime, but when the judge throws the book, can you stand the time? Push a man on the corner there selling death. You better stop your way of living and help yourself. Destroying all the youth each and every day. You ought to toss your butt in jail and throw the key away. You're a crackhead. No lie. Tell them again, EJ, what are they? Crackhead. Leave it alone.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it. Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Tuesday. This is The Vibe. This is the Vibe Stream Show 268. How you doing on a Tuesday? We're here to hang out with you for the next couple 3 hours to make your day hopefully a little bit better. What's good in the Stream Show hood? I'm your friend and host, BF Buffalo Bobby Friend. Who's ready to do a Tuesday? Tuesday, folks. It's the day after the actually legit St. Patrick's Day. Did you go out and have a Monday, folks? Was Saturday and Sunday maybe not enough? Maybe you didn't do nothing over the weekend, and maybe you just did it all yesterday. I saw some people imbibing yesterday, and we were hanging out last night in the Perry Caravello live chat. Perry was dressed up like a leprechaun and in Perry form last night. So if you didn't hang out for that, that's kind of what I did for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not a corned beef and cabbage guy. I'm more of like a Perry guy. So it was fun hanging out with the chat family. We into the late hours of last night. I think it went off 3 a.m. my time, which is midnight for Perry. So it's about killing Perry to be on that late. But let's see what we can get into today, folks, because this is the vibe. This is the stream show for 3 hours where we try to make your day just a little bit better. We hang out with friends in the chat family. We're going to do the chat family check-in. We're going to bring in our friends from backstage. And plus, I always say, you never know which way the show's going to go. So that's why we have to show up every day, Monday through Friday, because hell, I don't even know. I write down some stuff on the paper, but you never know how much fun we're going to have and get into it. But it's about to start, and none of it does start until we bring our friends in. So let's say hello to the bro you know first. He is my friend. He is yours. He is the prop master. He is Scott Fitzpatrick. Come on, Scott.
Hoya, BS.
Hoya. Thank you. A hearty hoya to you on a Tuesday, Scott. How you been, buddy?
I'm recouping from last night's karaoke, man.
Ooh, I don't have any clips of that. Oh my goodness. I hope I got to get an episode or something. How did that go?
I mean, I guess it went okay. Even though, I volunteered to do it because I don't never sing in public. I'm not that guy. And I hate the sound of my voice. And that's why I play guitar. That's why I don't have to sing.
Right.
So doing these podcast things has been for me. It's been all about lighting a fire under my own ass and taking me out of my comfort zones and doing things that I ain't never done before or wouldn't do. And
yeah.
So then I worked myself into that corner of singing some karaoke, and I was regretting it, man. I was fucking just, even though I can laugh at myself. I was okay if it's going, and it came my time, and. Man, it sucked. I suck, dude.
You suck. Well, it's funny, bro, because I'll give you a little bit of the background that's going on in the show right now. Right before we came on, I was deciding whether I was going to bring Bobby Nick in next, but as soon as I said I don't have a clip or anything, Bobby Nick dipped out from backstage, so I don't know if he can't multitask. Maybe he's going to get one right now if I had to guess a little bit, or maybe he just dipped out. But what did you saying? You saying talk dirty to me?
Well, I was saying talk dirty to me, and then Bobby, I was peer pressuring him in before the show that he's going to have to sing at least one song, and I thought it'd be funny if he just sang Tequila, a one-word song.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go Tequila, and then just right. I get it.
And he fucked it up because he was off timing twice.
He fucked up one word in Tequila. He's like, wait a minute. You got like 32 measures or something like that before you get one, two.
Here comes your part.
Tequila. So he tequila over the song and everything, huh? Yeah, that's funny.
He would say it too soon. So then Granny come on, sang a few, and in the heat of the competition, I let myself talk into it, doing a second song.
Oh, yeah. We say you get into the mix and all. You've got a little smoke in, So what was your second song, buddy?
Signs by Tesla.
Okay, that's not a bad one. Yeah, I try to do ones that don't really have like a crazy range of high notes or something in it, Scott, because you can tell I have a lot of bass in my voice. So I try to do things that don't make me go whoa, and shit like that or whatever. But yeah, doesn't always go. I don't do it a whole lot. I did it the couple times on here. We did it for our friend Bobby that passed when you had the karaoke kind of fundraiser for him, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I think that's kind of the last, maybe one of the only times I ever sung on air. Well, it's too bad that our friend Bobby Nick dipped out, but I have a feeling based on the timing, because, we had just started talking about it, and Bobby Nick was there the whole time, and all of a sudden I see he went away from our backstage area, almost like he went, oh, shit, I didn't clip nothing. I got to go clip something. So I'm hoping that my instinct is correct, and maybe Bobby Nick will show up later with some links or some stuff like that. But, all right, well, since Bobby Nick's not here, I guess it's time we'll get to the opening chat family check-in because I see him piling up, buddy. We're going to be here. We're going to have a Tuesday anyway. We're going to hang out. Well, since we don't have the clip of you necessarily doing the karaoke last night, there was another clip that emerged of you on a show that kind of showed up in the BF Live message thing.
Right. It's a pop-up show on Bobby Nick's channel that he does from time to time. Never know when because it's a pop-up show.
That's true. And then you guys, this has to do with like eating on the air. And I know eating is a big part of this show. A lot of times you guys just kind of eat on air because you guys are doing shows so much, right?
Yeah, I think it was probably a day we did this show and then the pop-up show, and then we was going to have another show coming up. So you pretty well got it. If you're going to eat dinner, you're going to pretty much be eating on camera. And I got some McDonald's and I dumped some fries in my head, and then I ate a hamburger.
Jesus.
I ate a hamburger while nobody was really. I wasn't trying to draw. I mean, I wasn't trying to disrupt the conversation, but at the same time, you know how people say, "Watch my camera, I'll be doing something." Stupid.
Yeah, if they happen to be paying attention, like you didn't point it out, but if you always pay attention, like some people said, there's a show within a show whenever you see Scott Fitzpatrick on a show. So this was the Bobby Nick pop-up show the other day, and Scott's doing a show within a show with his cheeseburger. Keep your eye on Scott, and he had the cheeseburger, he had to eat, so he figures, I'll do it in a humorous way since I'm on the air, see if, maybe if anybody notices it.
We were watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then the next day we had to go. We had to go cut down some fucking.
Oh my God! Did you see something?
Jesus Christ Almighty! Hey,
look at Andrew comes in.
Andrew.
Hi.
There you go. That's our boy.
We were watching
Mr. Clipman, Scott Fitzpatrick. Did you clip that? You clipped that yourself, buddy?
Yeah. That was just a rush clip, though. I still got that in cap cut or whatever it is on the. That was just. I didn't even know he was going to use it on the show, man. I just want you to see it.
Nah, that's cool. You know me, anything and everything's content, especially when it's something funny like that. And it was self-explanatory. But yeah, so if you want to go see, Scott's getting good in producing those stuff, adding like kind of little clips and music and video and extra stuff to it. So go to PropMasters69 on YouTube right here. And if you don't know how to find it, just click the link that's running in the chat for this show the whole time. And you can see that and your other kind of videos, walking and all that other stuff, right?
Cyrax and Tammy Hall.
Oh my God, Cyrax, Tammy Hall. There you go. So that's just some of the hits from Scott Fitzpatrick. Well, okay. Well, we got that cheeseburger video. We took care of that. I don't see Bobby Nick back yet, so let's see. He'll probably come back in maybe. I'm hoping that he does, and I'm thinking that he is. So what do you say? I put the goggles on because it is Tuesday. So let's get through a Tuesday. I'm going to go to the top of the chat, put the goggles on, and we're going to see what everybody's up to on a Tuesday, the day after St. Patrick's Day, as we begin Tuesday and the opening chat family check-in for BF Live Stream Show 268. It's Tuesday. Chat family check-in. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me and my friends, and a vibe is created every day here, Monday through Friday. I will start out by letting you know that my PayPal preset options are always pinned at the top of every chat. And thank you in advance for anyone that can help contribute to my modest goal of $10 super chats of $2 or more. I appreciate that. Pecan checks in and says, first one, Goonie Goo Goo, you begonias. What is up, Pecan? Let's go. It's Tuesday. It's hard to get excited for a Tuesday, but it's not so hard when I'm hearing you guys, Scott. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah. It's better than a Monday.
Better, good point. Better than a Monday. I like that. We're getting there so far. It's better than a Monday. Well, you know what else is better than a Monday? Pecan checking in with a generous $2 super chat and says, oh shit, we're doing it. We're having it. And Tikal. We are doing it.
We're doing it.
I think it was funny yesterday. Thank you, Pecan, for that $2, my friend. I thought it was funny yesterday when we checked in with Granny, and he's still trying to get to the bottom of what Tikal means.
Yeah.
He's not even playing it. Chris Abel, what is with this Tikal shit? Thank you for that $2, Pecan. Yeah, what's that, buddy?
I've seen him in I don't remember what show it was, but I seen Chris Abels and Granny in the chat.
Yes,
and they was trying to figure out what that cow was.
Yes, that's why I think it's so funny, because no matter where Granny encounters Chris Abels, okay, Chris, what is with this Tikal shit? Like, explain it more. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, there you go. Well, look, here's another friend checking in we haven't seen too much. It's the nerd checking in. She checked in before the show, and she said, what up to Pecan? Oh, to that, we can do one, Scott. Me and you, ready?
Oh, yeah.
Hello? Yeah. Nerd. There you go, nerd. We'll give her one. Hoya, miss you, chat family. She checked in early. Don't worry, ladies, though. I'm still sending BF just juicy man meat. Yes, she is, Scott, among the other ladies, but we also have Bricked Up. We didn't get to any of those sexy segments yesterday, so we'll have to see if we can get to them today. FJM checks in and says, good afternoon, guys. How you doing, FJM? You getting that stent yet? How you doing, my friend? Stay healthy. Pecan shouts out nerd with the nerd champ. FJM gets the tick out from Pecan. FJM says, how is everyone feeling today? Pecan says, FJM, I'm feeling fine. I'm high. LOL. How are you? Let's go. That's right. The lovely Reenie checks in, bringing her positive vibes and says, Hoya to the BF chat family. How you doing, Reenie, on this Tuesday? Mandy Diff checks in, with always enthusiastic, with the Pecan. BF Live, FJM, Space Chief 75, Reenie, Terry Nee, Bobby Nick, Scott, Space Nerd, and Donkey Kong. And then she's got them all on there, Scott. Let's see.
Oh, Mandy.
Did you do any, so I guess you sang yesterday for the karaoke shows, but that's probably, did you do anything like St. Patrick yesterday?
No, that was it, man. That's it.
Watching Perry dress up like a leprechaun was the most St. Patrick thing I did yesterday, I think.
I didn't get to watch that. I was going to catch up on that somehow.
I've never seen a fat leprechaun until last night before. It was pretty damn funny. Let's see. Reenie, you get the shout out love from Pecan. Mandy Div says 2 joins, Granny and Ween. Reenie shouts out everyone, says, how's everyone doing so far today? Mandy Div gets the shout out love from Pecan. And Mandy Div throws the love to Corn Diff and Chops. Scott Fitzpatrick checks in and says, gang, gang. And everybody shouts out. Scott! Mandy Diff shouts out Jerry, Stormy, Jake, Matt, Kip Smith, Dream Man, Articulate John, Tits McGee, Bybee, Andrew, Tiffany, and Bart. That's a lot of them. Reenie shouts out Scott. There's Reenie checking in with you, buddy.
Reenie.
Mandy Div, you think you got everyone now? Look at that. She threw them all in there. There you go. I think she got them all. Reenie like that. Hey, people. Hey, party people from Jerry Lahane. Tits McGee says, Hoya to the chat family. Our family is having a bit of a rough time right now. A big chat family cyber hug would help. Come on, let's give it to them. Sorry, and that's kind of why we're here, Tits McGee, because, I always talk about the edge of how I try to, life is real, and life is real and in your face all the time. So I like to have a little respite here, maybe for 3 hours a day, where we can acknowledge that, but we can also have some fun. So hang out, Tits McGee. Scott Fitzpatrick, you get the shout out love from Pecan. Hi, Jerry, and Tits from Reenie. Jerry Lahane gets a shout out love from Pecan, as well as Tits McGee. Hey, Pecan, hit the like, says Jerry Lahane. Hi, Pecan, and hit that like. I know you like me, but let YouTube and Rumble know that you like me. Pecan, Tits, and Jerry, and Reenie from Blummel's. Blummel's divorce lawyer checking in today. How you doing, Blummel's? Bobby Fran, chat family, what are you gonna know to Blummel's? And I see the little train emojis on there. And today I say, what are you gonna know? Blummel's, let's get it going. Let me find that gonna know, and I'll play it for you. You gonna know? We're going to have fun when I get to the BF Live Not So Serious News. I also have some fun videos and clips that we're going to mix in as the day goes on. We'll probably have a Terry Nee knowledge break and a lot of fun to be had still to come. Are we in space yet? But we lift off every day with the lift off reel, so we're heading there, Jerry. It's Tuesday. Hey, Mandy, you gets the love from Blummel's divorce lawyer. Mandy Diff throws out the love right back to the lawyer. And look who's checking in on a daytime. It's Nikki. Whoa.
Wop, wop, that's some wet ass pussy.
Daytime Nikki, Scott. And she says, hey, y'all. Pecan shouts out Blummel's defense lawyer and says, good no. Happy Tuesday from Reenie to Blummel's. Nikki, you get the Hoya from Pecan. Mandy Diff shouts out the love to Nikki, excuse me. Pecan, nerd. Mandy Diff, FJM Reenie, Blummel's, Jerry, and Nikki from Scott Fitzpatrick. Hey, Nikki, from our friend Reenie. Oh, she never left. I'm looking for your Nikki. N. Gotta do the alphabet while I'm... Nikki, there you go. Hoya to Pecan from Nikki. Gang, gang, says Mandy Diff. I learned it from Scott, says Jerry Lahane. You learned it from watching you, huh?
Sorry.
I heard he's an expert, Reenie, says Jerry. Tits McGee says, Scott, you need a microwave. I don't know if that's a question or a statement there, Scott. You need a microwave.
I'm not sure what that's about.
So maybe gotta have so you can have a hot pocket during the show. Maybe that's what she means.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like you got one. Nikki says, Reenie, hey. Blummel's divorce lawyer shouts out you, Scott.
Blummel's.
Nikki's getting the love from Tesco Tiger sneaking in here. What's up, Tesco Tiger?
Testes.
hanging out in the Perry chat to the wee hours of the morning last night. How you doing, TT? Nikki gets the love from Blummel's divorced lawyer. Hoya chat family from TT. Scott, hey, from our girl Nikki.
Nikki.
Let's see, we got a different name in here. I the Dead Bad Cooler. Hey, Testicle Tiger, best friend. That sounds like a Wendy. It sounds very Wendy, doesn't it? And she does say best friend. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a new screen name, Scott. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I know who it is. I don't want to dox them though if they don't want
to. Okay. All right.
I
think the best friend is going to give it away, at least to the chat family.
Yeah, I think so.
Wear my dog chain. Wear my dog chain. Is that where's my dog chain or wear it because it's kind of like a couple? Let me see. Testicle Tiger gets a shout out love from Pecan. Blummel's divorce lawyer. Hey, boo from Nikki. Testicle Tiger says, best friend, I love you. Testicle Tiger says, you feel that? Oh shit, that means she knows it's about to have 3 hours of fun positivity right here on The Vibe. Today is The Vibe 268 on a Tuesday. I love you says, I the dead bat core. Balls Deep checks in with the dabs of positivity. It's Dab Tuesday from Balls Deep. We're doing it. We're having it. She knows what's up, Testicle Tiger.
We're doing it.
We are doing it. And we're about to do it some more. Wendy, you get the shout out love from Pecan. Testicle Tiger. Hey, TT from Nikki. Pecan gets the shout out love from Testicle Tiger. Oh man, I needed this today. This is great. Well, thank you. That's highly complimentary. Pecan, you get the shout out love from I the Dead Bad Core, also known as Wendy. Shout out to the chat for everybody from our Nikki, the rare daytime sighting. From Nikki. And Nikki, when you're available, my friend, you got to start checking us out again on Replayables on Rumble, girl, because BF turned it up a little bit, right? Because I can play a little music and we can play some more of them spicy videos that may be a little edgy for YouTube. What we've been doing, girl, if you haven't been, maybe you've been lingering in the chat, but we've been doing it like a half hour on YouTube and on Rumble. And then after a half hour, we just go Rumble exclusive and I mix in some music and BF is bringing it. Thursdays and Saturdays, 10 o'clock East on Replayables, half hour on YouTube, and then we become Rumble exclusive. Juggalette Jen checks in on a Tuesday and says, whoop, whoop to BF Live. And to that, I say, whoop, whoop to my friend, Juggalette Jen. Pecan, whoop, whoop. Paul's Deep gets the shout out love from Pecan. Testicle Tiger says, Wendy, I heard that the bad core guy went after you. You want me to kick his ass? What do you know about that? Somebody going after Wendy again, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, I just know a little bit. If Bobby Nick comes back, he'll be able to speak more to it. But on Uncle Jack's show, I turned on is one of them real late at night ones, and some weird guy, man, that they keep basically in brutal pain. Everybody, Uncle Jack, Bobby Nick, Wendy, that's on there, and they was fighting with this guy. Everybody was fighting. I guess he's like I said, Bobby Nick can speak more to it, but he's not a very pleasant guy. Nobody liked him. And so Uncle Jack would put him backstage, but then he wouldn't go away. So that would become a bit, where they just kept bringing him back.
Bringing him back. Hey, okay, you still there, asshole? Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess at some point or another, I guess him and Wendy got in.
Yeah, that's a bad mix. I mean, I didn't know Uncle Jack. I'm not too surprised, but I didn't know Uncle Jack was still doing his thing. I hope he's taking care of himself a little better. And then I don't think Wendy and Uncle Jack and those guys and late at night don't add up to anything good for Wendy is what I'm hearing mental math in my head.
It's like going to a club whenever you're an athlete and you go to the club after midnight, nothing ever good happens.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna pick at her at some point. It's not gonna end well. So let's see. Balls Deep shouts out Pecan. Nikki is dancing. She's on fire. I'm glad you're bringing positive vibes to the daytime. Nikki, Juggalette Jen, whoop whoop from Pecan. Whoop whoop Scott Fitzpatrick from Juggalette Jen.
Whoop whoop.
It's more Site Clyde checking in. They're always busy during the day, but he's checking in. Site Clyde. We will have the Bob Levy miserable news history moment. Compliments of Site Clyde. And like I always say, some days we do a dedicated Psych Lab segment, and other days, but pretty much every day, Psych Labs is interwoven into the fabric of this show. Hello, Psych and Dawn. Jen, Juggy from Jerry Lahane. Whoop whoop Pecan from Juggalette Jen. And whoop whoop Jerry Lahane from Juggalette Jen. Whoop whoop to Jenny right on back at you from Blummel's. Psych Clyde, you get the psych and the emojis from Pecan. Testicle Tiger says just existing kills Perry. You're right. Yeah, like sitting in a chair last night, Scott. He was just carrying on and complaining. Like he's got to sit there and collect money, basically, is all he has to do. You ain't never heard a man that has to just sit there and read things and just collect money, complain so much about it.
Right.
What a knucklehead. Nikki jumps in and says, BF, I'm vibing with you today. Well, thank you, girl. I appreciate that. I can feel it. And I will confess that I needed you guys today too, Scott, because it's not every, sometimes it just takes me. I need you chat family too to bring my day up too, buddy. You know?
Yep. I
Just
admit probably like 40 minutes before the show, I was just laying in bed thinking, just feeling kind of blah, and thinking I don't know if I want to do these shows today. But then 10 minutes later, I kind of talked myself into. I'm always feel better when I do these, man.
Thank you, Scott, and thanks. And I'll be honest. Since we're being honest here a minute today, I was having that kind of morning today too, buddy. I'm being honest because you are, and I meant that when I just said that to Nikki that I needed your vibes today because. Yes, we're all human, and I have those days where you wake up, you don't feel yourself, and you got personal stuff that you're dealing with on the side, and trying to navigate that and motivate yourself, it isn't always easy. So thank you, buddy, because I'll say like the hour before the show, I'm like, can I do this today? Do I want to? But as the time gets closer to the top of the hour, Scott, and I know, like you just said, but a lot of times when you get on here, you might not feel like it to do it, but once you're on here, you feel a lot better.
And part of it was I didn't want my blahs to bleed over into the show,
Right, I hear you. You don't want to come on here and sit and just sulk and everything and not participate and everything.
Right.
I understand that, but that's why I love Chat Family. So just know that for all of you people that say the great complimentary stuff about myself and Scott in this show and Bobby Nick, a lot of days I rely on you guys too. Psych says, so I won't be in the chat very much. Got to cut up a bunch of videos for Bob at 1:00. Wow, yeah, his time is all off, Scott. Bob was saying that Perry coming on at 8:00 East would have been like 3:00 in the morning for him. I think he's like 8 hours ahead or something, if I did the math right.
I seen him. I think it was yesterday. I'm losing my days blur, but was it yesterday? I seen him and he didn't have no teeth in again.
No, he didn't. He comes right on the screen out of the country. Yeah, immediately after this show yesterday, Bob at 3:00 East came right on out of the country, out of the coffin, about toothless. Just go, hello, I'm Gumby, damn it. That's Bob from Turkey. How you doing? I'm Bob Levy. Like, shut the fuck up. Well, you look kind of funny, bro. You got to admit it, man. Yeah, it was funny. So I'm not sure what the schedule is today. Bob, I think Psych did something at 1, so let us know there, Psych Clyde. Hoya from JA checking in, our bro, checking in. There's your brain on drugs in his avatar. Scott, you get the shout out look from Testicle Tiger. There you go. You got it back. JA from Pecan. Rini says, hi there to everyone. I missed while my computer froze up. I hate when that happens. Oh, man. And then now make sure you hit that live button. And this is for you or anybody. If you did a function and you go back and forth or you walked out of your signal a little bit, make sure you hit that little live thing down to the running timer on YouTube where you're watching it. Psych, hey, from Nikki. Psych fam gets the shout out love from Testicle Tiger. All love to everybody from Nikki. Jugglehead Jen says, the beanie, Scott. You got the beanie. She's love the beanie, Scott.
Yeah, I got my
Bobby Nick would call that a toque. You call that a toque? Hello, Pecan from JA. Nikki getting us love from Psych Clyde. Karaoke was awesome and everyone was great, says Tits McGee. Mama Nick is a superhero. Well, I hope that Bobby Nick is out getting me some clips right now, or he just didn't leave because I don't know why he would show up and not come in otherwise. Testicle Tiger gets the love from Psych Clyde. Rini says, dang, I missed it, Scott. Happy you got out of your comfort zone. And this has been we've talked about this a lot, and me and Scott have kind of shared this too, that you get a little older, and Scott was he always said he never wanted to be in front of people or overly social or anything, but all of this is pushing you to a whole new place in your life, right? Out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. I was at a point in my life whenever I started doing this that I could see myself hermitizing, withdrawing,
just withdrawing from
all
society.
Humans, the older I was getting, the worse it was getting.
Yeah.
And then there was an opportunity to come on with you guys on the other show, one of the first show I come on, and then I thought that, and then got invited back. So then to me it was I was making myself change.
Yeah, you
myself out of my comfort zone, and
and maybe it's something from being just a fun guy, because I could tell you've always been like that fun kind of antagonist guy that maybe he's the fun guy around your family, and also maybe you just kind of wanted to bring that some other people, and I think you had that in you. But maybe you only showed it around people you felt comfortable around, maybe.
Right.
But
the older you get, people in your life start disappearing, whether they die or move away, and I was becoming more and more secluded.
Right, and as you get older, you give less fucks too. So you just get on with it and have fun.
Exactly.
So that's what it's all about. Jugglehead Jen says, "Whoop whoop to Tits McGee. Mama Nick is a superhero." Hey Jen from Tits McGee. Mikey Two Milks checks in today. What is up, Mikey?
He needs some milk. He needs some milk.
Today, I admit I'm late. Two demerits. That's okay. We don't mark for tardiness here. You don't look tardy. How you doing there, Mikey Two Milks? Psych Clyde gets the love from Blummels. Traffic was bad today, Mikey Two Milks, says Reenie. Peacut shouts out Mikey Two Milks. Blummels says, I did it once too. I was frightened, but I realized I have a sense of humor and I can laugh at myself, so I had some fun, but I'm never going to do it again. There you go. You're talking about maybe karaoke or podcasting or both, maybe. Because that can be, I've done karaoke here on screen, on the screen for like that benefit thing. And then I did it when we rented a private place and it had a little home karaoke machine. But I've never really been that guy to sign up, Scott, and go out and wait for my turn and sing a song in public. That's kind of that's not really me.
Nope, not me
really
at all.
Blummels gets a shout out love from Cy Clyde. Jerry Lahane says, Bohemian Rhapsody, no thanks, allergies. Juggalette Jen says, bruh, did you see him stuff his fries in his mouth? LOL BF Live. Yeah, I just showed that right there. Jen, you look sexy in that clip, says Jerry Lahane. Thank you, Jerry Lahane. Tesco Tiger, I did do nothing yesterday but sleep, says our friend Wendy. Nikki says, I'm sparking up. I'm going to chill. Definitely need a good. I'm glad you're in the right spot, man. You're in the right spot. Nikki, apparently I got to fill my thing, Scott. Apparently my device is empty, so I got to get to it. But I always like to at least wait for the opening chat family check-in to be done when I do this. But I still got my orange drizzle for shizzle. So I got that. So I'll have that. I'll put that to the side. I'll have to get that ready. But let's go. Let's have a vibe with Nikki Day. Scott's with you. Come on now. We don't judge here on the vibe. We have fun here on the vibe. Let's see. We got she's sleeping. Wu-Tang forever, says Nikki. Nikki tried to correct Chris on that whole Takal thing too. She was in the chat trying to give Chris some shit on education or whatever.
All right.
Let's see. Space Nerd gets a shout out love from Nikki. Just the name of a Method Man record, says Blummels. Tesco Tiger says, I wish I could sleep all day, my best friend. My back is all messed up. Nerd gets the shout out love from Blummels. Sorry to hear that. Nikki knows what's up. Takal, says Reenie. To all the ones I missed, give them a Hoya to Mandy Diff. Okay, well, this is from Mandy Diff because people get tired of typing and sometimes it all goes by too fast. So let's give this is for Mandy Diff for everybody. Hoya on a Tuesday.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Hoya to Mandy Diff and everybody. Nikki says, all Testicle Tiger, I hope you feel better. Rest as much as you can. Reenie for show, says Nikki. Mandy Diff is throwing out the purple out there. Reenie is winking and loving it. Hoya to Mandy Diff from Nikki. Hoya, Nikki from right back from Mandy Diff. We got the WAP going, and look, all the ladies are showing up because now we got, look at this, it's like a ladies reunion here. Uh-oh. You know, Scott, I think they're getting a little restless because we haven't done we didn't do those segments yet.
Yeah, they're
right?
gathering.
They are gathering. I think we got Stacey Allen here now. We're going to have to do it today.
My cherry pie.
So that's your warning.
I can't really sing this song.
TT says, thanks, girlies. I could probably go to the doctor, but what the hell are they going to do? Stacey Allen, you get the Hoya love from Peacunt checking in. Stacey Allen, Hoya Peacunt. Did you not see the guy at the beginning who farted in his microwave? Yes. I saw that. Oh, okay. Understood. Sometimes, doing this show, Tits McGee, sometimes the references I don't pick up in them in real time like you are. But thank you. Yeah. Farted in the microwave. Scott could do that
That's
for sure.
That's why I need a microwave, right?
That's why you need a microwave. Thank you for clearing that up. Look, we get a little 10 minutes ahead and smoke a little weed. We can't remember the last funny thing we said, right, Scott? Somebody said, that was funny, Scott. No, what did I say? Could you repeat that? I don't remember what I said. Cherry Pie, Blummel's divorce lawyer. Kate's checking in, Scott. Look at this shit.
Hey.
Kate Rio's checking in. Hey, Kate. Look, we got Nikki. We got Stacy. We got Kate. We got all the lovely ladies here. We got Mandy Diff. We got everybody. Nikki, Stacy, hey, girl. I saw that. I laughed my ass off with the cheeseburger. Whoop, whoop, Stacey Allen from Juggalette Jen. Hey, Kate Rio. Whoop, whoop, Juggalette Jen from Stacey Allen. Hoya to everyone from Kate Rio checking in today. Blumhold's divorce lawyer says Rumble is stepping up their game. They're getting a new lineup. They revamped the app and the browser to make the user interface a little more friendly. I think it's going to be great. It's a lot of fun over there, Scott, because they have like the fun kind of moving emojis and people got the dancing dog and the light and all, and people have fun. Yeah, it's a fun vibe over there for real. And they're going to have a linear lineup, so you'll be able to see all of your shows that you like throughout the day, kind of like a news channel or a regular channel. Yeah, I hear they're kind of like doing a programming day, is from what I understand. Kate Rio Hoya from Pecan. Testicle Tiger says, nobody fucks with my best friend and gets away with it. Nikki says, BF, I'm going to chill with y'all on Saturday night. Cheaper to buy a bottle in this economy. You got that right, girl. You are not lying. It's always safer, right? So you know what's up. Saturday night, it's going to be a party. And watch when you see what we're doing over Rumble now, because now I just throw in some music and all, and we just do the damn thing. Uncle Jack is back, BF. Uncle Jack is back. What does Tan Mom say about that?
I never left.
She never left. Hoya to Kate from Blumhold's divorce lawyer. Pecan, my generous friend, he already super chatted me, and now he gifted one BF Live the Vibe membership, and now somebody can have fun with these emojis, and you're a member here, and that is Kate Rio, Scott. Look at that. Kate hasn't been here in a minute, and she catches chat family love just like that on her day back. Congrats, Kate from Blumhold's. Thank you for that, Pecan, man. I really appreciate that. Whoop whoop, Blumhold's from Juggalette Jen. I definitely missing what's happening. You'll catch up with us. Chris Abels is still Chris Abels, though. Whoop whoop, Jen from Testicle Tiger. Jen gets the love from Blumhold's. Pecan gets shout out love and blame from Nikki. Blumhold's says there must be something about today because I'm having one of those mornings too. At least I was. And so, Scott, this is what I've learned as I've gotten older is that I used to keep that stuff to myself. Because like you said, I don't want to come in here and bring everybody down. I can't tell people that Mr. Happy Guy wasn't feeling good today or being a little off. But I've learned over the years that if you're honest, you find out that most people, a lot of times, like people like you and Blumhold's and I, for whatever reason, we're all having that same kind of day on a particular day.
Right.
And so now I feel better. I feel like camaraderie now. It's not like just me going, boy, I'm Mr. Doom and Gloom over here, not feeling good. Like, I believe, like just like what Bob says with the moon and whatever, just some days are just like that for lots of people.
Yep.
You know, so
I had fun last night and everything. Just woke up and no reason, just felt blah.
Isn't that something? I'm glad, like I said, man, and it was years before I would ever talk about this because you felt like you were the only one that felt that way. But the more you kind of open up, you're like, hey, man, there's multiple people of us that kind of deal with the same shit. And that's what a vibe is about. Nikki gets the shout out love from Pecan. The Nightbot is running all of our friends' bots like 100 Proof Podcasting. How about Bobby Nick in the lounge or Bobby Nick 1978? That's his Rumble and his YouTube link. There's my Linktree links. There's a 100 Proof Podcasting Discord link. Testicle Tiger says, in a hermit, I'm a hermit and I love it all. I think is what you said. In a hermit, I'm a hermit. There you go. I'm a hermit. Nothing wrong with just chilling. Stacy says, we have a private room karaoke place in my town. It's so much fun. Kate Rio says, thank you, Pecan, for the membership. Nikki is throwing out all the puffs. We're going to get down with that. Wendy loves some fight. Wendy loves to fight sometimes. I have to say, I kind of agree with that, Scott. She don't mind a good fight. She's
got some fight in her.
Fuck you, you cunt. Yeah, I've heard her. Yeah, she'll go at it. We got the karaoke. Pecan says, you're very welcome, Kate Rio, for the membership. This is chat family, guys. I'm glad we're all here for each other today because this is the day. So let's do it. Wendy loves a good argument, Jerry Lahane. You're not wrong about that. I've seen her go toe-to-toe with some people. Let's see. Uh-oh. Nikki is dancing, and Rini is a member. She's already using the juicy man meat emojis. I have the hoppers constantly being filled with juicy man meat and content for our bricked up segment for the guys. So let's get to them later as we check in with your boy Matt, who says bones up to myself and to the midday freaks. There's your boy Matt checking in.
Yeah, brother Matt.
I'm glad that Nikki's liking the vibe. I got to fill my thing. Great news, though. Eggs went down $1. No, we're on egg watch.
Did they really go down $1?
I've been reading. I've been going past headlines that say that the average price is kind of slowly falling down. It gets her blood. Yeah, it gets in her blood. LOL. Well, Scott, I think when we first started discovering Wendy over in this universe, that's kind of all she was doing was fight shows, right? Didn't she have like a Wendy fight night show or something like that?
Right. Yeah, I've seen her get on the other panels that's not of this universe. It's like people. It's like a whole other universe. It should be
Yeah.
on there fighting with people, man.
Fighting and a cussing and everything, and
Corn bombing them and all kinds of shit.
and then typically what it deteriorates into, like, people are going after her channel and striking her or attacking her or doing something to get her channel taken away. It's how that story, kind of like Jake. That's how those stories always end. Matt gets the bones up love from Pecan. Nikki shouts out love for Testicle Tiger with laughing. We got a new name checking in saying the Panelverse. Sharing may get you new eyes here. Well, what's up? How you doing? Thank you, Panelverse. I appreciate anybody sharing. I thought I saw you share this show out yesterday on YouTube. So welcome, Panelverse, to the vibe. This is a chat family, man. Hello, how you doing? Oh, yeah, it gets her so hyped up in a good way, says Jerry. Matt says, Prop Master, you and Jake need a duet song to do a duet song,
man.
Voice of an Angel.
That would be great, man. I would do one more with that. Yeah.
Wow, so you would sing with your son, huh?
Alan's in the stream or something.
Oh my God.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey,
You know the word. You do this one.
By the way,
Pecan gets the bones up love from our friend Matt. I tweeted to tax his baby teeth, said our friend Jerry Lahane. Panelverse, what's up, Panelverse? Getting the love from Pecan checking in. I hope so. Their chat is always so borked, says Testicle Tiger. I never left the Space Chief 75. He never leaves. You know, this is great, Scott, because yesterday we had a little regular chat family crowd, but Tuesday everybody seems hyped today, man. We got more people in here. We also got not only Space Chief 75, we got Brian Kowalczyk checking in. Oh damn! What's up, chat gang? Smells like Rio in here. That's no way to talk about Kate. Kate hasn't been here in a month or so, and you're going to talk about her like that right away? How you doing, Brian? Space Chief 75 gets the shout-out love from Pecan. Testicle Tiger, hell yeah to Nikki. Brian Kowalczyk, you get the shout-out love from Pecan. Space Chief 75 gets a shout-out love from Nikki. Space Chief shouts out Pecan. Space Chief 75 gets the love from Matt. You're a good mob, Testicle Tiger, says Jugglehead Jen. BK getting the shout-out love from Nikki. We got BK on the day side here, Brian. Nikki, you get the shout-out love from Space Chief, as we're almost at the bottom of the opening chat family check-in, and we're going to have some fun when I go over to the news desk. Matt, you get the shout-out love from Space Chief 75. Streamlabs, pay Venmo. It's been a minute since I've seen you in here. Pecan, Nikki, Space Chief, Matt, Testicle Tiger. Ouch. The names always make me wince at Kate Rio. Hoya! All right, thank you for that message. I hope he gets in here too, but maybe that's what he was doing. Come on, get your ass in here. Let me see. Let me make sure I got everybody. All thanks, Jen. If I can mod Perry's chat, anything is possible. You got that right. Brian Kowalczyk shouts out Pecan. And Nikki says, where have you been, love? BK gets the shout out love from Blummels. What we got? Streamlabs getting the love. Brian. Yeah, man, we're all human beings. Thank you, Blummels. Everyone turn on gifted memberships. Nikki is giving the love to Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Space Chief 75, you get acknowledged from Blummels. Yep, $7 now instead of $8 for the eggs, says Testicle Tiger. Blummels, you get the shout out love from the Space Chief. Hey, Jugglehead Jen from Brian. Woo woo, Brian, right back from Jugglehead. Nikki says, I get eggs, bread, and milk from GoPuff. It's only $2. I'm not familiar with GoPuff. Space Chief 75, you get the shout out love from Brian. BK gets an acknowledgement from Space Chief. Mikey Two Milk says, it's my buddy Jake. He wrote me a song, LOL. All right, come on, man. And let's see. Mikey says, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Let's get another win for the toe. He'll also accept gift cards and food stamps. He'll also accept those too. So there you go. And with that, Scott, we are finally at the end of the opening chat family check-in, brother. Will you say we get on with the show and watch some fun videos and get on with the day? That was the opening chat family check-in.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm so happy that you guys talk amongst yourselves and you talk with me, because we all figured out that we were all feeling a certain way today. So maybe together we can bring everybody's spirits up. So I'm happy to be here with you. Happy to have you guys here with me today. Roblox gift cards accepted for the Toe Kids. That's right. He will accept that stuff. Is he?
Get sent to bed early for butt fingering in public.
Whatever. Once we figure out what it is, we'll figure out if that's a thing. But let me share this real quick. Go to my live folder and see, because our boy Aaron was looking for Scott the other day. You know, we're talking about Steel Toe. He was looking for Scott the other day.
We've already got our plans made up. Scott, I love Scott.
Me too.
But Scott's one of those guys, and I get it because I'm kind of this way too. Scott knows what he's saying.
Does he?
But you don't always know what Scott's saying. Scott is just, he's Mickey from Rocky, man. That's Scott's fault.
Good for you,
No,
Stacey.
it is Scott's fault. And Scott doesn't care. When I say Scott doesn't care, Scott's real world, I'm real world. The internet does not impact Scott. Scott's like, they didn't do shit. Scott doesn't know what he's in for. Scott seems cool. Scott talks like cheese, but he's not quite as dumb. Scott's not a dumb guy. Scott. That is the perfect description of Scott.
Absolutely, it is. I couldn't agree with Aaron more. It's that folk. Yeah, Scott, you made it, bud. Says your boy Matt. Psych Clyde, it's not Scott doesn't. It's Scotty don't. Scotty don't. Oh no, Scotty don't. Scotty don't. Scotty don't. No, Scotty don't. Scotty don't. Scotty don't know it. Is anyone seen the turkey video where he went like a minute and a half to 2 minutes straight with just the ways to pay him? LOL. Well, you almost don't even need like a funny clip made up. You just watch the shows as he's doing it. I've watched some shows, Scott, where the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, that's all he's doing. PayPal, Venmo, did you Streamlabs, all this stuff. So, April's a whore. PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo. So, April's a fucking slut, right? And terrible mother, right? PayPal, Streamlabs, it's like you said. Thank you, Bobby Nick, man. Get your ass in here. I knew you left right away to go to work, so I'm going to play this clip. So, we've talked about our boy Scott Fitzpatrick. Let's see, Nikki is laughing, which is great about that Scott clip. Psych, 666 from Matt. God, I hate speech to text, says Blumels. Let me see. That's an awesome Scott clip, says Stacey Allen. Streamlabs PayPal Venmo says, we try. Articulate John checks in and says, no, Scotty doesn't know. Scotty don't. Scotty don't. Oh, no. Scotty don't know. You don't. Scotty don't. Oh. There will be some good turkey videos today at 1 o'clock. Says like Clyde. Rini says it's right on target with that. All right, let me go to our group chat because I'm going to go now. Bobby Nick says he sent us some video of our boy Scott doing the damn thing. You know, I imagine it is hard for Bobby Nick. He's either sleeping or podcasting. So making a clip of a podcast can probably be a thing. But here you go. He's got me something time-stamped here. So this is, I'm looking at a video with, I see Bobby Nick, 2K, Chris Cutter the Jib, Granny, Bybee, Scott Fitzpatrick, and Andrew. And Scott's going to sing. So they're on at least on the vibe. If you didn't see it last night, here is the debut Scott karaoke as he sits and probably cringing, going, oh my God, what he's going to play this.
Okay, well, Scott, what do you want?
Give me some talk dirty to me, baby.
Okay.
Scotty don't. Scotty don't.
That actually popped up on my Spotify on the way home.
Hold on now, Scott.
I'll be having asthma attack and hyperventilate, bitch.
You actually have a very good internet connection. I think you could actually play this. Do you know how to share a video in StreamYard?
Oh, that's not.
I don't know what that means.
You're getting.
Did you figure it out, Scott?
No, I didn't know what that means. I still don't.
Yeah, you just have the video like open on another window or another screen, and you do share screen when you're in stream and when you're in here, when you're in or backstage, and you can share sit on a show or whatever. You'll get comfortable with that one day, but yeah. And I don't know if that's better singing along with something you play because you can hear the timing, or letting Bobby play it. I like to sing along. If once I did play my own shit. But
yeah, it seems to be a little latency when we do this. A little bit.
Yeah, that can be an issue.
There's gonna be delay, I guess.
He's cross-eyed. Was there a delay when I was doing it?
I'm not cross-eyed.
Yeah,
I'm not cross-eyed.
Whoa, oh my God! Yes,
Granny.
Jesus Christ! Quit showing people that.
I'm
fuck, man? Who you looking at?
I'm gonna film my little thing. I'm gonna film my little thing while we listen to our boy Scott do some karaoke from last night. This is on Bobby Nick's channel on the Lunatic Lounge, correct?
I kind of had
Right.
in mind, but
Okay. So if you want to watch the whole thing, this is on Bobby Nick's Lunatic Lounge. Bobby Nick.
Fucking cut out.
1978.
Song ever, dude.
I'm gonna film my little thing. We're gonna have a little daytime film. We're gonna watch this video.
Yeah, it hasn't started yet.
We're gonna watch other fun videos.
I can't hear him.
Shut
oh
up.
boy.
What was the prize again, Bobby? How many more do I need to do to?
It's hard to get a song. It's hard to get a song going with all these guys, man.
It's hard to get anything conversation going by yourself without being interrupted. Sure, bro.
No, he did say that. He said that. No, he
There's
told
no
me that.
winners. There's no winners. We're all losers.
That's why look. I know this is a.
No. You said.
That's why it's a fun show. But I know Bob's rule is kind of right. When you get more than 3 people, it gets tricky.
It's a good question.
You can go ahead and fuck off at this point.
Hey, let's check in with Mikey Two Milks real quick. Thanks, Mikey, man, for being a new bro here. Mikey says, back to work. Have a great stream. Mikey, out. Ooh. Thank you, Mikey Two Milks. Thanks for bringing your positive vibes, man. I hope you picked up a little energy to get you through the rest of your day, man. I hope you have a better Tuesday. Thank you, Mikey Two Milks. Have a good one, Mikey from Rini. If anyone missed the Rumble, Bobby, Nick, 2K, and the gang watch-along of Evil Dead 2 was epic. That's a recommended must-watch from Brian. Let's continue on here because we haven't even we're still in the setup. Our boy Scott's going to sing a little bit.
You know what the funny part is? That Stormy's gonna be able to hear him. Stormy's gonna be able to hear him from inside the house.
Yeah, I already wondered.
Now that is kind of funny, Scott. Now, was she aware that karaoke was going to happen at some point in the day?
Yeah, I told her that it was, but I didn't tell her there was going to be a second song. So when the second song came up, I know they was already trying to go to bed, and the kids was in bed.
Really? Well, I didn't know because you probably had to tell her for that reason, and plus to know that why is my dad singing when he don't normally sing? Like you might be hearing some noises that sound like animal death or something coming out of this room, but there you go. Come on.
Okay. Well, Scott, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready, Scotty?
Give it to me, baby.
Don't worry either. Fuck it.
I hate the sound of my voice.
I know it's kind of torturous, isn't it? I'm sure I'm feeling for you, but you sound the same to me. But it's hard to listen to yourself. I get it.
Let's see them eyes.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Woo! Woo! God, the shit's so hot back then.
Yeah, get Bobby in here.
You know, I never seen you so good.
You never.
But I like it.
I'm watching Andrew down the bottom, tiny, smiling.
Like it too. The way that I want you. I gotta have you. Oh, yes, I do. I never ever stay out late. You know that I can hardly wait just to see you. And I know
Yeah, it's a little timing.
not wait.
A little bit.
Wait to see me too. I gotta touch you, 'cause baby we'll be at the
I'm watching the other people.
in the old man's
Chris Jib is like just in his earbuds.
Until I'm screaming for more. Down the basement.
But Bobby's doing it too. Andrew's like going back in his chair.
You know I call you on the telephone. But hell, that little bitch ain't home.
The bitch ain't home.
So I can't hear you when you say those words to me. And whisper so softly.
All right.
I gotta hear you.
Who was went to my high school, like 3/4 of them. Your PA, huh?
In the old man's world, behind them bushes. Till I'm screaming for more. Down the basement. Lock
That song.
cellar door, and baby, talk dirty.
Yeah, Scott Fitzpatrick. breaking out of the comfort zone. Thank you, Bobby Nick, for sending me that timestamp in our group chat, buddy. Look at you. You're like, it is, it is tough because it I know what you're saying, bro. That whatever the difference is with us hearing our voice without going through our body and hearing it from an outside source, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what did help a little bit was Granny sucks. Andrew says, pretty much what. Hey, Bobby Nick can sing like a songbird, though. Man.
It was group sucking, huh? So you didn't
Yeah.
feel so bad. Bobby Nick, Bobby Nick is a good singer. We've pointed that out. Blummel said, wait a minute. First of all, Pecan says, we did make it clear that Poison sucks, right? Hey, man, it was a moment in time, right? You had to be there. Pecan, you were. Come on, Pecan was there. He still says it sucks. He's got his shirt on. Yeah, fucking what I'm talking about. You got to give Scott something to believe in. He want nothing but a good time. There you go. Oh my God. I will confess, I've had to go to a confession. Hi, my name is BF, and I have seen Poison on multiple occasions. Yeah, bro. I've seen them.
They're a good live band.
Yeah, good party band. Good party band.
Yeah, party band, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why they play nothing but a good time at the stadiums and all still, because it's still a good party song. Poison went to my high school, like 3/4 of them did. LOL says Blummels. And we know another guy that went to high school with Brett Michaels, don't we? So we know that's the Pennsylvania area. Let's see. We have JFK Headchung says, look out, Geddy Lee, Canada's new #1 rock singer is here. Uh-oh, look out. Headchung's checking in today. How you doing on a Tuesday, man? We're having fun. We are. Headshot. We're making fun out of a Tuesday, man. Scott, you sing better than Granny, 100%. See, so there you go. That's a part you were saying that they all suck. So you felt you didn't suck the most out of that. You sucked the least. 12-year-old me fucking love Poison Pecan, says that's go Tiger. Andrew singing Numb was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Numb, it's not. Whose Numb was that? Numb.
I'm blocking up. I can't remember who it is.
I hear you. I do the same things. It's the weed. I blame the weed. Numb. Epic says Kate Rio about you singing. Right on, Scott, says Brian Kowalczyk. Some of the best performers in the world hate listening to themselves, so don't feel bad. That was a TikTok moment, says Nikki. Matt gives bones up to Testicle Tiger. My big sister Kathy checks in. I guess the kids, look, we got all the ladies here. We got Nikki. I'm just talking about the newer ones today. We got Nikki showing up today. We got Kate Rio. Of course, we also have the lovely Stacy. We got Jen. We got Mandy Diff. We got all the ladies in here. TT, Testicle Tiger. Man. Shouts out, Matt. I got a whole list of them, don't I?
They're flocking up.
They are. Hillbilly Rock, BF. Come on, man. There's Bobby checking in. Turn it up. Kathy Sakal from Brian Kowalczyk. Ahoya Kathy from Peak Hunt. I love Poison. There you go. I don't give a fuck. Did anyone else question the group sucking comment? Wait a minute. Let's see. Hey, Kathy from Nikki checking in. Bobby gets a shout out love from Peak Hunt. Poison was cool as shit when they came out. It was just an era. I don't know why they get a bad rap. It was just because it was that era. Tequila Bobby said, who did that? Andy Kaufman did that. Wasn't that a famous Andy Kaufman bit where he played it on stage? He just stood on stage next to the record and listened to it, and he'd go,
waited for this,
and he'd go, tequila, and he just turned back around and he'd go, yes, he stood there and listened for that. There you go. Mechanicsburg.
That's all Bobby had to do, but he would say it. I think it says tequila 3 times, and the first 2 times he would say it 2 beats too soon.
Instead of Andy Kaufman, we have Bobby coughing. How about that?
Yeah.
Andy Kaufman. Lincoln Park says Testicle Tiger, I assume.
Yeah.
Let's hear that. Weed. I heard weed. Lincoln Park question mark says, where do we talk about Lincoln Park at? I don't remember that coming up.
I believe it's that Numb song.
Oh, okay. I become so numb. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Because right away I went to 9 Inch Nails or something. Bobby bones up from Matt. Good evening, everyone, from RWB, the Reverend Wild Bill. All I know is me and Bobby Nick got a play date, says Wendy. Hey, Matt from Bobby checking in. The Reverend Wild Bill Hoya from Peak Hunt. Oh, pew pew, the Pee Wee Herman. The Pee Wee Herman dance where he did tequila. Pecan Hoya from Reverend Bob Bill. Hey Pecan from Bybee. That was the Mighty Mouse theme. He did Here I Come to Save the Day, but I also somebody also did it with tequila, and I thought it was him. Yeah, he did Here I Come to Save the Day, and then we come back. He was going to do it, but somebody else did it with tequila. It could be the weed mixing me up, but thank you, Blumels. Here I Come to Save the Day. We got that. Thank you. Bybee from Mandy Diff. What are you gonna know? Says the Reverend Wild Bill, and Pecan shouts out Widow Killer. Well, Scott, Terry Nee's been carrying on about this whole going out on a date thing. Our boy Terry Nee that also knows Poison.
Right.
Yeah, he knew of Brett Michael. We kind of razz each other about that.
Right.
Nikki says VH1 was the shit when Flavor of Love and Rock of Love was must-see TV. I watched those shows when Flavor Flav was stuck in a house with a bunch of crazy bitches. That was crazy, yeah.
And one on the Flavor Flav one of the girls pooped on the stairs.
Oh my God.
You remember that?
I watched the Flavor of Love more than I watched Rock of Love with Brett Michaels because Flavor Flav is just literally off
it was the Flavor Flavor one.
Yeah, I don't particularly remember that, but I might have been on a lot of weed that day.
It was whenever they had a bunch of course, she was one of the first ones to get eliminated. It was all walking up some steps and she dropped a log, man.
If you eliminate on the show, you might be the first to be eliminated by elimination. Look, Nikki says, yep. Yeah, those shows were crazy off the chain back then. That and Christ, back in those days, they had the ones with Celebrity Rehab, right?
Yeah,
with the guy from Taxi and all that stuff. That and wasn't Busey on one of them?
Was on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so those shows were they were like too real off the chain. I hurt myself today. Yeah, I went to Hurt. I was thinking Hurt when I heard Numb.
Right,
I went, boy, if Andrew sang Hurt, that would really kill us, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I hurt myself. Oh boy. Oh my God. That would kill. That be my Nikki. I love Behind the Music, says Kate Rio. Jen, you getting the love from Balls Deep. That was the first song on MTV. What was Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles? We know that. Come on. Right. We're all Gen X here. Let's see. Woo woo Balls Deep from Juggalette Jen. I found out Brett had asthma. I think. Yeah, he does, Nikki. He's had problems like staying on the road, I think.
R.I.P. He's a diabetic also.
R.I.P. Mike Starr, says Matt. Yeah, that's right. He is. That's right. He does to take insulin too. I see my signal's a little underwater. It's been a couple days since that's happened. R.I.P. I think I remember one of the chicks taking a dump on the floor or something. Oh my God. Speaking of Terry Nee, I'm watching and looking at too much news, and I constantly find myself checking if what I read was true. What qualifications does Terry Nee have? I don't know. He's a boomer. He's a boomer that watches TV, so that he would tell you that's his qualification, or at least that's what I'm going to tell you. But he knows of Brett Michaels, and he was carrying on about that whole date thing, Scott. And I didn't want to do this. But Pennsylvania, Poison and the boys, they're all from Harrisburg, from Pennsylvania, right? It's kind of already out there, right? From the Pennsylvania area. And so Terry is from Pennsylvania, and he's been getting carried away about this whole BF and dating thing and thinking he can have his way with me. So Scott, I decided I'm doxing him, bro. So I'm gonna show everybody. If you've never seen Terry Nee, this is Terry Nee up in Pennsylvania talking about his exploits. Check this shit out.
So I pretty much fucked every hot chick that I wanted to in Pennsylvania. At least
all right, but he's not done there. He's not done there. Okay.
This area and the surrounding area, like towards the Mon Valley and up to like 7 Seasons, whatever they call it, Cranberry Township, fucking up by, whatever they call it, 7 Hills, 7 something. Cranberry tea, get it? I banged every chick that I wanted to so far. If there's some that I missed, please let me know. Send me a picture. Because I'm moving to Nashville, Tennessee next for about 2 weeks, so I'm going to tear it up there too. You know what I'm saying? They're already into Daisy Dukies, I call them. Daisy Dukes is my shit. When I see a girl that has the perfect body, size 6 and smaller, I'm good to go.
Right.
So I pretty much fucked every hot chick that I wanted to in Pennsylvania.
There you go. I'm sorry, So that's Terry Nee. He pretty much fucked every. That's why he must be messing with me, Scott. He's done fucked all the hot chicks in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my
on
God.
a different game.
because shout out to Terry Nee right there. Ooh. Get out. Oh, thank you. Bobby Nick is in the background doing his thing, man. So this is Asking You Shall Receive. Bobby Nick has our boy Andrew singing Numb from the karaoke Lunatic Lounge last night on Bobby Nick 1978. Here's our boy Andrew. Whoop.
Okay.
Let's see if the same guy puts all the
Andrew.
homo emojis during Andrew's performance.
Andrew, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hurtful kid.
Andrew can surprise you on a song or two.
Is he gonna do both parts, the rap part and the other part?
Oh.
We don't like that, Bumbles. Who's like opening, closing drawers while Andrew's singing?
I'm gonna have to mute myself. Yeah, Joe.
Get it, Andrew. Caught in the undertow. You're doing like Bob Levy. He only has one, Mandy, but it does work pretty good.
I only have one testicle.
There you go. I won't play the whole thing. But see, and Scott, I will say that Andrew has gotten a lot better. You know, this podcast reading and all this stuff has made it. It's kept his breath up, and it's kept. I noticed you guys do the bit where you have him read the member scroll.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. And it usually takes 3 times or whatever.
It does, yeah. But I think it I drop my vape pen. I think it helps him with with pacing and breathing and stuff, though, bro.
You know, I never thought of that before, but yeah, it would make sense.
It really does. I think it's more therapeutic. Let's say so. That's good. Andrew's balls work because I couldn't do that, says Mandy Diff. And that's what I was saying during the show that Andrew has reported to us that Andrew only has one testicle.
I only have one testicle.
He has told us that is not AI. That is legit. Go Andrew, says Wild Bill. Shout out to BF for the vibes. Thank you, Nikki, because we've been around for a minute. You know the world's serious enough, girl. I like to come in here and put us in our own little bubble and have a little respite from all the crazy shit that's going on out in the world. Let's be our own brand of crazy in here. That's what we have fun with. Juggler Jen says, oh yes, Nikki, he's big homie. Damn it, BF Live says Mandy Diff laughing. And it also keeps the mind working good also for Andrew. It does, Wild Bill. I believe the cognitive stuff and the reading, if he just kind of sat there and just kind of didn't do nothing, I think that would have an accumulative effect. But our boy Andrew doing his thing, reading the scroll and singing. So that's just kind of the fun that these guys are having when we're not having the fun here on the Vibe. And we've had a lot of fun. Ooh, I see you backstage now. Let's bring in our clip making bro. Thank you. I was wondering why you dipped out, but I knew why you dipped out. He's back. He's from the Great White North. He's my friend. He's yours. He is Bobby Nick Havens. Come on.
Oh.
Thank you, buddy. As soon as I said about Scott singing in clips, I seen you like you just evaporated from backstage. You were gone. I was getting ready to bring you in, and I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, so I imagine you didn't even have time to make timestamps or clip it or even like reflect on how fun the show was.
No, not really, because right away after that, I went on Uncle Jack's and that lasted for a while, and then I went to bed, and I was like, oh.
Wow. Well,
when I woke up this morning, I totally forgot.
I know that is one of the harder things. Like even when thanks Site Clyde, he clipped the great chocolate milk moment that we had here on the Vibe, because clipping is one of the things that I don't always have time to do, and it's not my strongest skill is making video clips. So thank you for those timestamps.
But thing that sucks about doing karaoke on StreamYard is the latency.
Right.
Like I was playing my own videos and I still had
lagged.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, man? So I don't know.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like when I'm on shows and I try to or if I'm on like replayables and I try to sing along and I watch it afterwards, I notice that it doesn't always match up. So it doesn't always make for a good segment if you don't have the timing right?
No.
Very good. Well, thanks for that. So what's your impressions of that, buddy? So your boy Scott came on, he did his thing, man. He's breaking out of his comfort zone.
Yeah,
Sang
I was proud of Scott. He sang Poison and he sang Signs.
Yeah. There you
He
go.
busted out a second tune.
So what
I was
inspired
like,
a karaoke show? Just because it was St. Patrick's Day, or?
Well, yeah, we did karaoke last year for St. Patrick's Day on the Lunatic Lounge, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna do that again this year.
Well, that's good.
Everybody brought their best, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, that was good. I'm glad to see that. I did. Andrew, Scott, all the boys singing. What? Let me see. And then what we were trying to figure out earlier, you were going to ask Bobby about. Let me see. I remember. Pecan says, cool to Bobby. Nick checking in, buddy.
Hey, Pecan. Good to see you, brother.
We were trying to think, I don't know, the Wendy stuff or who she was fighting with or whatever. We heard that.
Oh
some
yeah,
stuff
that's what it
going
was. As I said, Bobby Nick, you could speak more to it because she's more, more. Whenever you and Wendy and Brutal Pain was on Uncle Jack's, and there was the guy.
Oh yeah, the Badcore.
That's
Yeah.
it, yeah. The story of that dude and Wendy. Him and
Yeah,
Wendy,
well, I think they were good friends at one point, and then he turned on her. And
the turn.
And then we were talking about when I was
turn.
saying probably nothing good's going. If you a formula for nothing good happening is like Uncle Jack and all of those kind of guys that are kind of imbibing in the middle of the night, and then you throw Wendy in there. I can't imagine that's always going to end well for her.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, he seemed like a good dude.
this guy turned out to be a real piece of shit. He started doxing other people, and fucking put out one chick's a photo of her kids.
Yo, that's not cool
It's
at
like,
all.
what the fuck, you fucking asshole. And then when I was on with him, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let Brutal Pain take care of him. And then he started going at Wendy, and I went, okay, now it's time for me to step in. So I started fucking roughing him up.
Mm.
And this guy is such an attention whore that Jack backstaged him for like 15 minutes, half an hour at a time. He still popped back in. He stayed back there
So
the whole time.
He wanted to come on and mix it up with people. And
oh yeah,
he wanted us to be all a buzz. You knew. Well,
And he wasn't no good at it. Bantering back and forth, he was no good at it. at all,
no,
man.
half the time he didn't make any sense, and the other half he made himself look stupid.
So he sounds like one of those guys that thinks he's got everything he needs to be. I'm that guy. I could do this. I could be a podcaster. And then you get him on and mix it up, and he can't throw a couple lines back and forth.
No, not at all.
Wow. Well, and then they were talking about how, because I did feel a little bad for Wendy, but somebody also pointed out that Wendy doesn't necessarily shy away from a good fight. I remember some of her early streams when we first were getting to know her again was like all fight streams, right? Fight night or something like that.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I don't think Wendy usually starts the shit. She'll end it though.
I think they devolve because you get
yeah.
a bunch of these characters like you're describing. She had like a screen full of them, and it seemed like every show would devolve into a fight night. Well, whether she's pooping or fighting, you know what? She's always a Wendy to me, Bobby Nick.
She shits up her pants.
'Cause she's always a Wendy to me. You know what to do. You know what to do, Poppy. And there's Poppy checking in right here. He goes, you need a proper audio interface with no latency. Plugging a mic straight into your computer sound card will always have latency. And that is a more technical thing, a more you know, from Chris Poppy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how true that is because like I've had it before where it was pretty dead on. But once in a while it's just like
sometimes I do think it can depend on the kind of day you're having with your signal too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
can
know.
be a determining factor too. Yep. Mandy Div, you can find them on the net. They're talking about some stuff in the chat. All right, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you shared those clips. We have a new one checking in. Poop Party saying, Juggalette Jen, we know where you are at all times. Go to Poop Party. Uh-oh. Sounds like the Poop Party is here checking in on Juggalette Jen. Look out. The pooper sheep. Oh, if you sit on a toilet and poop, the Poop Party's going to know it, Jen. My sister Kathy says, Nikki, we were laughing and having a good time and missing you. Poop Party, are you ready for your life to crash down, Jen? Uh-oh, Poop Party is in the house. The workiest is hard at work. Wendy,
the workyverse? Oh,
the workyverse is hard at work. Okay, I said it the wrong way. The workyverse is hard at work. Well, look out, guys.
them some hardcore motherfuckers.
Oh, shit. Well, welcome Wokieverse and welcome Poop Party and look out, Juggalette Jen. Well, we did it all. We kind of did the opening chat family check-in. We also had some great fun showing some videos. I outed Terry Nee. Did you see that Terry Nee video I showed, buddy?
I did not. No,
well, I'm gonna show you because I've been doing like catching nothing but shit about fucking Terry Nee dating me and doxing me and groping me and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
I finally decided I had enough of his shit, Bobby Nick, and I said, so he don't do this shit to too many other people. I'm doxing who he is, and so I did it early. I'm sorry, if it's bothered any, but I doxed Terry Nee because he's from Pennsylvania, right? He's from Pennsylvania, so check out. This is him. Look. Oh, let me unpause it. Mute it. Says,
every hot chick that I wanted to in Pennsylvania, at least in the South.
Let me restart it. Hang on. This is Terry Nee. You normally see him with that chicken mask and not with no audio, but this is the real Terry Nee.
Fucked every hot chick that I wanted to in Pennsylvania, at least in the South Hills area and the surrounding area, like towards the Mon Valley and up to like 7 Seasons, whatever they call it, Cranberry Township, fucking up by, whatever they call it.
Notice he's not in the chat today, right? He's not in the chat talking shit about me today, is he?
Cranberry tea.
Yeah.
I banged every chick that I wanted to so far. If there's some that I missed, please let me know.
He must thought he was obviously going to be just easy to bang, Bob.
I'm moving to Nashville, Tennessee next for about 2 weeks, so I'm going to tear it up there too. You know what I'm saying? They're already into Daisy Dukies, I call them.
Right.
Daisy Dukes is my shit.
That's your shit?
When I see a girl that has the perfect body, size 6 and smaller, I'm good to go, man.
When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Yeah, bro. So,
wow, I guess because you weren't willing to put on the Daisy Dukes and act like a chick for him.
Yeah, he must have thought because he tore through all the chicks, he got bored with them. He thought he was going to turn me, but you ain't turning me out, son. You ain't turning me in no trick, Terry Nee. Bones up P from Brutal Pain. Matt says a diamond Terry Nee rough. Zap, buzzy bop, diddy bop.
He still does look like a bird there, though. Did you see that beak he's got? Jesus Christ.
Well, I guess that's why he does the play on it, because he was kind of beaky in person, definitely.
Yeah.
He's a lesbian seagull, as a matter of fact. Terry and BF, secret lovers. That's what we are. No, we are not. I deny that. But what I don't deny is that I got a few news stories for you in the BF Live not so serious news. So I'm going to go over to my news desk right now after I run the element that lets you know that this, the world is serious enough. I say it all the time, but this is our bubble. This is the vibe. I'm going over to the news desk and read a couple stories that are the vibe, not so serious news. That's right, folks. You know where to get all your serious news. We do the vibe, not so serious news. Nee got McConaughey vibe. Said that, all right.
Yeah.
I just like to sit in my house with nothing on, smoke weed, and play the bongos. All right. Follow JBX's God and find her address tonight, says the Boo Party.
Holy Christ.
How about no? Coincidence is a motherfucker. Coincidence is a motherfucker. You understand? Poop Party, bones up. Keep up the good work, says Matt. Kathy says, okay, we need 10 peeps to click the target for the dollars. Come on, everybody. if anybody can donate, the donations keep this show going. It's Bobby Cronkite Time, says Pecan. Oh, I didn't realize this is real heat, says our friend Blummels. Okay, back to where it says Brutal Pain 518 and wearing a cross LOL, says Blummels. Hey, praying for that booty. Well, I got a few stories for you in the Vibe Not So Serious news. So let's get to them right now. What do you say? I have, in my first story in the Vibe Not So Serious news, I have the world's smallest international bridge. And I see my water signal going underwater a little bit. All right. This story is about the world's smallest international bridge. It's only 19 feet long. So you literally, when you cross this bridge, you literally leave time zones and go into other countries and stuff. I'll read about this bridge and I'll show it to you. El Marco, a small rustic bridge connecting the Spanish village of El Marco to the Portuguese village of Várzea Grande, is the world's smallest international bridge. I'm waiting for my signal to recover. Crossing the 19-foot, it's 19 feet long, guys, or for Bobby Nick, that's 6 meters long. And it's only 4.7 feet wide or 1.45 meters wide. The El Marco wooden bridge. You'd think you were just crossing a small stream in a rural Western Europe, but you couldn't be more wrong. By taking these few steps over El Marco, you're not only crossing from one country to another, but you are also changing time zones, as Spain operates on Central European time, while Portugal follows Greenwich Mean Time. You can think of it as the easiest way of time traveling. So look at this, guys. If you step over this little bridge right here, Scott and Bobby Nick, you got to change like whole time zones, and you're in another country. Smallest international bridge either. So I guess you can like lose and gain an hour just by like take a couple steps this way, a couple steps that way.
Yeah.
I see. Hang on there for my signal. I'm waiting for it to recover. God damn it. Let's see. It says, once a simple improvised pier that allowed trade between smugglers from Spain to Portugal, the current form of the El Marco dates back to 2008, when it was built using community funds. The Schneehagen Accord made crossing between the two EU countries free and easy for everyone, so smuggling was no longer necessary. Because of its small size, the El Marco only allows pedestrian traffic and two-wheeled vehicles, like bicycles, scooters, and motorcycles. Apart from the locals who use it to travel between El Marco and Várzea Grande, the world's smallest international bridge is also a popular tourist attraction. So I'll show you this video of it right here. Portugal. Portugal's a man. Always make things difficult. Come on, Signal. Get you to the bridge. Take it to the bridge. Yeah, we'll take it to the bridge. We're dancing now. We are blood. We are sprockets. Listen to me now and believe me later. They're the world's smallest international bridge. You actually cross from one country to another, and you change time zones from a 19-foot bridge. Something you could easily walk through. There you go. That's our first story in the Vibe Not So Serious news. Portuguese always making things difficult, says our friend Matt checking in. As the signal recovers, and we continue on with another story in the Vibe Not So Serious news. Summer season's coming up, and people might be thinking about vacations and travel. And if you are, one of the places people might travel to, Orlando and to the parks, well, they're making a big splash about the Universal Orlando reveals the official first look at the Epic Universe ahead of the grand opening. So they're opening another park down here, Scott and Bobby Nick. You know, they're going to have a Nintendo, like a Super Mario Land and stuff like that in here. Did you hear about any of this?
Damn, that sounds cool, but no, I never heard about it.
I'll show you some of the pictures here. You can see on the picture on the right there, that's some of the Mario Land right there. And then this is just the entrance to the left of the Epic Universe. I'll tell you what it involves. Universal Orlando Resort is offering park goers an official look inside its newest theme park. After announcing it would be adding a fourth park in August 2019, the resort is gearing up for the long-awaited opening of the Epic Universe on Thursday, May 22nd. Ahead of the launch, new first-look images of the otherworldly realm visitors will get to experience have been released. So let's look at some of these pictures. So that looks like just the entrance. It says they will begin their journey at the Chronos portal, which will guide them directly into Celestial Park, the central land that will hold shopping, dining, and the thrill of its own. But then they got, like, of course, a little fake city. That's kind of seems to be always part of the park. But this is Super Nintendo World is one of the parks that's supposed to be back in here. Guests will get to experience a vibrant world inspired by the video game company in Universal's most colorful and interactive experience yet. So there you go. Look at this. This is Nintendo World. So it's a real life version of all the like tunnels and all the stuff in the games. You'll actually be able to interact and walk through it. Big oversized plants and stuff like that. The next world inspired by the How to Train Your Dragon films, which I wasn't really into. Have you guys any seen those animated or otherwise the How to Train Your Dragon films?
I have
Not once. Not once.
No,
you have, Scott?
He said no. He said
nope.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, he hasn't either. Okay.
I seen them. My daughters and they all kind of watch them. My wife watches them all, so I'm kind of familiar with the story about the young Viking who he was the unwilling. He didn't want to slay the dragons. He wanted to befriend the dragons. So they're having part of the park is themed on that How to Train Your Dragon film with big kind of large dragon themes and things of this nature. You understand? And I understand that it said they first teased it in 2019. I also understand that there's supposed to be some Harry Potter stuff, and I think that's kind of what we're looking at here. Let's see. It says once they arrive, they got the Dark Universe, the Darkmoor, monster legends like Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein. So you have a monster part of the park, guys. So all the movie monsters having a castle. So that's going to be happening soon. So if you're traveling this summer, Tuscal Tiger says we already have Mario Land in Cali Universe. But there you go. Why you got to be? Let's see. Where is that? And here we nope, that's the wrong one. Wrong sound. I was looking for another sound. That's because they're not loaded up. Oh, nope, that's not it either. Here we go. And now on with my other story. I have.
What you drinking?
I have 2 kids. Let's see what everybody's saying about that.
Orange Gatorade.
Oh, you got the Gatorade. I got the Powerade.
Interesting. Kate Rio says, I'm not a Disney person, but I actually want to go to this. So there you go. That's just perfect for you then, sounds like, Kate Rio. It's opening up in May 22nd. So there you go. I know it's been long anticipated. You already have it out there in California. I have 2 kids. Oh, there you go. Widow Killer says, I think the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie is coming out this summer. Yes, I have seen previews of a live action version of that animated movie. So I have to watch. Oh, so you're stuck watching all of it, Kate. Yeah, isn't it funny how the stuff that we know, we wouldn't realize if we didn't have kids. We wouldn't know about any of this stuff. But, Scott, matter of fact, let's partake right now, my friend, because our next story is about us weed heads here. Come on, where are my weed heads at? And it's good news. So let's take a little hit, and then I'm going to read the story that is good news for us. So let's go.
Okay.
All right. Everybody partake on the vibe here. Let's get a vibe. As I read to you, Scott, that this is good news for us, buddy. It says, as I blow my head out, if you blazed massive amounts of weed as a youth, scientists have interesting news for you, Scott. Let's read this interesting news. Look at the caption. The guy's smoking weed going, let's play some GoldenEye. That's old PlayStation game reference. Let's see. Old game reference. It says, when most smokers light up a joint, it's unlikely that enhanced cognitive ability is in front of mind. Not shockingly, the long-held assumption from most tends to be that weed makes you dumb and probably fries your brain permanently. Right, Scott?
Right.
That's kind of the shame that we were brought up on.
Mm-hmm.
But it says, intriguingly, that argument might be going up in smoke. A recent study by researchers in Copenhagen appears to be good news for all of you former teenage tokers out there, finding that the age at which men start smoking has no negative bearing on cognitive decline later in life, Scott. So we're good, man. We're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that fool looks with curious eyes. We're good, buddy. No cognitive decline as we check in.
And it don't stunt your penis growth?
I didn't say nothing about that. Adult stoners can also breathe a little easier from now on, as the research also found that those who use cannabis frequently as an adult show no greater cognitive decline than in the long term of those who don't partake in weed, Scott. So our brains rot at the same whether we smoke weed or not. The study canvassed 5,162 men born between 1949 and 1961, who were sorted into 2 groups based on whether they had a history of using marijuana. From there, the participants who smoked were sorted into age groups based on when they started sparking up. One weakness the study is the exclusion of women, a side effect of its reliance on the Borg-Prime Prov test, a military exam given to young Danish conscripts. As part of the study, the same test was given again to the participants who were then average age 44. So when they did it from a young to an older age, no women were included in that part of the study because it was a military-based marijuana study. Right. Maybe most surprisingly, the research found that mental decline among those who smoke was slightly less than in those who don't, Scott. So he actually by 1.3 points. So people who don't smoke got smarter at a higher rate than people who do smoke by 1.3 IQ points.
So it's good for you.
It's good for you. And that's a more you know from Scott and BF right here.
Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed. I gotta say I don't have that right. Let's see. It says the authors note that it's difficult to compare their results to other long-term studies comparing cognitive decline between smokers and non-smokers, but that their findings do line up with other research which found no greater age-based cognitive decline associated with pot. These included an Australian study and 2 American, all of which included women in those studies. While the Danish study is far from the final say on the issue, it's another piece of sound research piling up against the anti-cannabis studies of the years past, many of which were funded by pharmaceutical giants and right-wing think tanks. Those studies have been used throughout the United States to justify the war on marijuana, which both failed to reduce pot use and allowed police to exercise astonishing racial bias throughout minority communities. So there you go, Scott. We are good.
Yeah.
So it's sparking up, man. I ain't gonna forget shit, how to run the show or nothing. Come on, let's do it. And let's see what my weed heads are saying about this one in here. We have Smoke. That's it. Hoya says the Reverend Wild Bill checking in on Facebook. As 30 of you are in here for positive vibes, I would ask you kindly to hit like, share, and subscribe wherever you happen to be watching. You could be watching on YouTube, on Rumble, or on Facebook. Thank you very much. Reenie, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Puff Puff Pass says the Reverend Wild Bill. 420 says FJM. Testicle Tiger says, yeah, I've never seen that dragon movie. Gina Bobine is looking in on the activities today. Hello, Gina Bobino on this Tuesday. Going back to the previous story, Nikki says Disney is loaded. Pixar, Marvel MCU universe, Star Wars, Hulu. They're a beast. Shit, they own ABC. Signing with Disney is almost guaranteed money. Thank you, MCU. Deadpool was looking in on the weed study. FJM says, who would think that someone who smokes cigarettes like a madman can sing like our Bobby Nick? What did you sing, Bobby Nick?
I sang a few songs. I don't remember. What did I all sing? I sang the most gayest version of Creep and dedicated it to Kyoto Whiskers because he is a creep. Shit, I can't remember what else I sang.
Well, Bill says
Whiskey in a Jar.
Oh, I
sang
sang
Jaro.
Yeah.
Did you sing Thin Lizzy or Metallica?
I sang the Metallica version.
I was just being a music geek there. Wild Bill says, that's when people say, I'm smart for my age and look younger than I am, okay? I just tell them good drugs, okay? Testicle Tiger says, so I can't blame weed on being retarded anymore? That's right, you cannot. Non-chemical drugs, Mother Nature style, okay, says Wild Bill. Armchair emoji, just to get my friends. He's having fun with that. Because he supports the vibe by being a member here. Thank you, Just a Guest, for checking in today. He says 23, but you're number 1. Testicle Tiger, you can blame it on a head injury.
Shut the fuck up.
That's kind of what he does. While Bill says, I smoke hemp like Bobby Nick smokes cigarettes. Don't try to get all churchy and uppity on here. What's he coming in here, Scott, calling his hemp?
Yeah.
Don't try to get all uppity.
What's a hemp?
That's like, look, you knew what level people were, whether they said pot, weed, cannabis, or hemp, right?
Yeah.
Or marijuana, right? You're like, we don't say marijuana. We say get some weed.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys know where to score some fine young cannabis? Like, what the fuck you from, bro? We don't say cannabis. Say, okay, let's have some weed. Yeah, there was levels of that, Scott. I'm kind of making a joke, but it's kind of true to that. You could tell
they wear them hemp necklaces and bracelets.
Yeah, someone have their extra big pot leaf or something.
You know,
Justin,
that story that you had though, Bobby Friend.
Yeah, bud.
I don't think it applies to people who are underage, because I know I started smoking when I was underage, and I smoked for about 5 years while I was underage, and I can still feel effects. Like it's like I still feel dumb. You know?
You know what I think it is with that study? It's when you smoke. So if you smoke while you're supposed to be learning, like if you're in school, supposed to be learning. So if you smoke or somebody's teaching, if you smoke, then it just slips by you. But if you smoke after, stay sober part of the day, I mean, smoke after you do the learning, then maybe it doesn't affect you.
That's a
Maybe
weed head
it's-
excuse. That's a weed head excuse I ever heard one. Yeah, but it sounds right.
I smoked as much as I could all day long. So.
They claim that it was from. They say if you smoked as a teenager, Bobby Nick, that particular study shows no cognitive decline, and the fact your cognitive decline was
a teenager too.
Yeah, that was from teenager.
Really?
Yeah, that the study was based from a teenager. Yeah.
And see, if you're smoking all day, if you're smoking all day long, you wasn't really learning anything because you're just smoking. That's what I think.
Yeah, but I'm talking like not just like well, right now, my brain always shits the bed. It's been like that for years. It's been like that since I stopped smoking weed, and I never regained it back.
Tam Mom never left. She never left. Oh.
Patricia.
All right, calm down. Tiss McGee says, loved Creep was awesome. Bobby can sing. Yes, Bobby gets all the rave reviews for his singing.
Well, thank you, Tiss McGee. Thank you, Tiss McGee. I appreciate it.
I was on that 10-year journey, says Nikki. I was on that 10-year journey. Nikki's laughing. Hey, Pecan from Gina Bobina. Reefer. Yeah. I heard they were habitually smoking marijuana cigarettes. Reefers. I have a confession to make. I've smoked pot. I smoked pot. Tactical Tiger said, someone said cannabis, then we just assumed that they were a narc. Thank you, Tactical Tiger. Yes, when somebody said naming it the wrong thing and they come to the group and you're like, yeah, can I get some fine young cannabis or whatever? Sorry, my man. Do you happen to have any cannabis? It's not the weed. That could be true. I started smoking the pot when I was 14. I started when I was 15, Wild Bill. How about you, Scott Fitzpatrick? Everybody tell us when did you start smoking the first cannabis hit? When did you do that?
My first time was 17.
I was 15. 15. How about you, Bobby?
I was like 12 or 13.
12 or 13. There you go. All right, next go around. All right. There you go. Well, I started smoking when I was 14, and I'm 70 now. There you go. Willie is our inspiration, right, Scott? For anyone, the long-term weed heads, he still got it. He's out there touring, doing his thing.
Yeah,
he smokes lots of weed, and he's living proof that you can smoke weed and live a long, happy life.
Yep.
You can have some longevity with it, have some fun with it. While Pecan, thank you, my friend, for checking with the most generous and helpful $2 super chat, and he just says, puff, puff, pass chat family. Well, I will do that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all your super chats and your membership, so puff to Pecan. Exactly, BF. Thank you, my sister girl. I used to smoke hash before class in grade 6, says Justin. Good old hash. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Ooh. And that's true. Like Scott makes a good point. If you smoked hash and then went into the school, you might not have picked up too much that day, that particular day. Let's go, Nikki. Let's go, Popke. It says, the brain isn't fully formed until you're at least 21, okay? Deadful gets a shout-out love from Wendy. Brent Wild Bill says on Rumble, says the only thing I might blame on smoking is my short-term memory. What? What'd he say? I forgot already. Let me see.
Yeah.
Remember.
Yes, I have that too.
Well, and that's funny because I've made those observations too. But, there are also things from when I was younger, like certain actors or celebrities' names that for whatever reason I could never pull it. And then now that I get older, and I'll blame it on being older or being on weed, but I'm like, man, I didn't even know their name when they were fucking young. I got to catch myself sometimes blaming everything on weed or getting old. There's just some things you just don't remember sometimes. Prop Master never stops, says Funky Bronco. That's right.
I never laugh.
He never quit. We don't like a quitter. What's up, Funky Bronco? First time I got high was 9. Holy shit! I thought 15 was a little young. Smoke up, Prop Master, says Funky Bronco. We got people confessing that Testicle Tiger, she was 17. Brian Kowalczyk was first time. I'm a nerd. That's okay.
Well, that's a late bloomer, but that's probably for the best, though. That's probably the age you should start smoking at.
Was it real? Is it really? I don't know. Let me see. Rini says, me too. 14. Went to college, quit, failed a class, started smoking, retook, and then passed that class. So it's really not the weed. Good point, Scott. Tactical Tiger, you got ticks for the squats yet? Nikki's throwing the smoke. 49 now says that everybody's telling you when they started and what age they are now. No, Funky. I'm too broke to go. I didn't stay smoking it when I was. No, you didn't stay smoking it, but you still started. I'm saying to Cal. The Red Mile Bill says senior day at high school, I won the NARC award. A lot of my friends lived in a police household, but that was a good thing back when I grew up. Wild Bill says pulled over and had pot on me, but never checked because of the connections. Older brother, uncles. I learned it from watching you, and that's why that video is so fun. I make part of the opening liftoff reel. You know, it was just so fun.
You know,
yes.
I remember the first 2 times I got high. I was like, "What the fuck is everybody laughing about?" I wasn't feeling anything. You know,
Yeah, there was that.
Everybody else was all giggling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3rd time, though,
that was a
holy fuck! Did I ever feel it?
Mm-hmm.
I
think your body
so
adjusts those
baked
first
at it.
couple hits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I was so baked out of my fucking tree, I could finally find my way home. I could hardly find my way home.
Who am I?
Man.
Nikki says, right? I've went years in between the ages of 19 through now where I didn't drink or smoke. Sometimes you need a break. The biggest breaks I've taken were probably a month or so strong, maybe pushing 2 months, but not really too far past 2 months, Scott, like a month and a half, maybe, if I had to for like work or to clean up for a piss test or something.
Right. Yeah.
If I had to study
I didn't start regular till I was probably in my mid-20s, and I kind of become more regular. But there's a lot of stress about during the job, having a job that whether he's going to get there's a lot of stress, very stressful.
Right, it was a whole different time back in our day because you had to hide it from everybody. You couldn't stink. You couldn't be. You were treated like you were ostracized from your inner workings of society if your inner circle found out about it.
See, my mom and my older brother didn't give a shit because my older brother did it too once in a while. So I was able to get away with it and not have a problem.
Learning from watching them. Mandy's on her way to the pot shop now. I think we talked her into it. You going at it?
Well, no, I think it was because I was the last child, so she'd already been through it with my 2 brothers. My mom,
they gave up.
She was like, "Yeah, fuck it, just let them do it." The other 2 did it; they were fine.
I was the last of 5, so I never rubbed it in my mother's face. But she was kind of like. By the time I came along, they were done. Stay stinky, my friend, says Funky Bronco and Stony. Popke says there is a neurotransmitter called vasopressin that helps facilitate short-term memory. THC reduces its production, but if you stop smoking, it will come back to normal eventually.
Well, I know what my fucking problem is then.
That's the more you know. That's the more you know from Chris Pop.
Maybe you just didn't try hard enough, Bobby Dick.
Or maybe I was always just retarded.
First time Boy Ma Bill got high, he was on a 3-story high scaffolding and a new house they were building in the neighborhood. That's not good, dude.
Ooh, that's not cool. Yeah,
I'm gonna get vertigo up there.
That's nowhere to be high.
There's a more you know from Poppy. We hit you with that one.
I didn't even like going to the mall when I was high because there were so many people around, and like you'd start getting paranoid. It's like everybody looking at you, and like you think they can smell you and shit.
Yeah, that's the only paranoia I had was getting found out, Bob. I never was really like it. Never made me like nervous and jittery, but I always thought, can everybody smell me? I can smell it on myself, and I thought my game was tight, man. But in retrospect, my shit wasn't tight. I was going around smelling like weed everywhere I went, Scott.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was fooling a lot of people, but I probably wasn't.
Me too. I know I did.
You weren't fooling nobody.
I smell like weed and gum, or weed and mint or whatever. You smell like weed and. That was before everyone started growing in greenhouses. Red Wild Bill just ran out when he went dry. I didn't smoke it regularly until I was done being a jock at 17. Paranoid or aware, says Justa. Good point. Spark the bong instead of pop the top, Bobby Nick.
No, not gonna happen. No, something happened. Something changed in my brain chemicals. When I was like 18, 19, I think it was. Yeah. And yeah, I couldn't take it anymore. I think I'd quit for like a month or something. Then I started up again, and it was like, boom. I was just getting these bad anxiety attacks and panic attacks.
Yeah.
And I tried like a dummy, like 4 or 5 times to keep smoking. And it was just like every fucking time I was having these bad panic attacks. And I was like, no, I can't do this anymore.
We need to get you a doobie. We need to smoke it on air once, man.
No.
You don't sound like
you want to see me freak out?
Yeah.
Real bad? Fucking I'd have to leave. I'd have to leave the show.
I used to love getting high with because whenever you get high with your regular people, you got your certain thing. But when you bring a new person into the mix that's new at it, it gives you the giggle. It gives you the. I kind of live vicariously through them sometimes.
And then I thought it was the oddest thing. I only learned that doing this show that you could there's certain people that get something called that hyperemesis. We did a story about that a couple weeks ago where if you smoke too much, it actually makes people throw up. I'm like, that's what you hear beer and alcohol do. I never knew that people could throw up from weed.
Yeah, I never.
Oh, I never did.
Me either.
I'll be honest with you. The only time I ever threw up from weed was when I had just stuffed my face. And I went to smoke another joint, and I fucking coughed so hard that I puked.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, but yeah, that's understandable because you accidentally trigger a reflex with a full belly.
Yeah.
So Chunkster's checking in, and he says, hello from a retreat in the Kettle Moraine Forest in Wisconsin. More woodwork. Well, hey, what's up, man? That's cool. Thanks for letting us know what you're up to there. What's going on there? It's the Chunkster. Oh, don't be cutting the trees down. No, not that kind of woodwork. City Musk says, just a guess. At least an eighth usually. Indica for life, hashtag, says Nikki. Yes, Testicle Tiger, 100%. Sativa is paranoid, puff. I'm Indica. Nothing like being high, hanging off a fucking high-rise building. What a rush. The Red Wild Bill says, my school cologne was called Ode to Sense. Listen to your body. Mushrooms. I'll just keep going here. Weed is the safest thing to do, in my opinion. Yeah, in my opinion, says Nikki. Oh, and you got to call to get off, says the Red Wild Bill. All right, let's continue on with this news here. In another story, guys, do you remember I told a story about a judge that was, we always talk about the Walmarts being shoplifted and all, and this judge was going to make these guys wash cars in the Walmart parking lot. You remember that? I don't know if you here for that story or not.
I don't know. I don't remember.
All right, well, I did a story a couple weeks ago about a Michigan judge, right, between the weed and not being here. Basically, he has so many shoplifting crimes that he has to see in his court that he decided he was going to start this whole car wash thing up.
Oh, I do remember that now.
Yeah, it's part of their community service or something.
Yeah.
Well, apparently this was a young and up-and-coming judge, Bobby Nick, and he didn't get the proper authority to do this. So the Michigan judge who wanted Walmart shoplifters to wash cars, his boss stepped on the hose of that idea, Bob. And basically, a Michigan judge has thrown cold water on the plan to have Walmart shoplifters wash cars as a consequence for their misdemeanor crime. The unusual sentence came from Judge Jeffrey Clothier, who has been on the 67th District Court in Genesee County. He was only there for a few months on the bench. He said having shoplifters give free car washes would serve the community and possibly discourage other people from stealing from the big retailer. But Chief Judge William Crawford II overruled him, saying that the junior jurist first should have sought approval from him and the other court officials. The judge goes on to say this is especially true where the proposed alternative punishment deviates from usual and accepted methods, Crawford said in a statement on Friday, adding that Walmart washes will not be taking place as reported. Clothier made his headline in February when he told the Associated Press that he was ordering 75 to 100 store thieves to return to Grand Blanc Township near Flint, Michigan, to wash cars for free when spring weather arrives. He said he had the endorsement of the local store managers. But after hearing about the plans, officials at Walmart headquarters in Arkansas told him they didn't want the car washes to be offered on the store property. He even was going to go and he was undeterred. He was going to find a neutral site for this, but the judges have shut him down. But now he's just assigning them to other community service, but not car washes.
Oh, damn.
So I guess the stealing will continue over there at Walmart.
I think it would be great for them to be fucking humiliated like that.
Yeah.
Everybody know what they were doing there. Why? You know that'd
right.
be the biggest embarrassment.
Yeah, I saw so and so at the Walmart car. Why did? Oh, they must have fucked up because they were down there washing cars for free with the convicts or something like that. Yeah,
it'd be like back in the medieval days when they put the guy in the wood. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Good old public shaming, Scott. Right. Good old public shaming. Wait a minute. I know this song from the 70s. Scott has dirty hooker eyes. Scott's got them dirty hooker eyes. Me too, the Renoir Bill. Oh, Bones Up Demons is our friend. Not the Bees 2098. Checking in, buddy. How you doing? I saw you in the chat last night. And Syke sees you too. All right. Well, I got another story for you. Oh, we're talking about this year. It seems to be the theme of this year, Bobby Nick, seems to be the airplane stories this year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Every other day, there's something going on with the airplane.
Don't tell me another one fucking crash.
Well, there's another airplane story, and the reason I thought to say your name first, Bobby Nick, is because I'm going to the Bikini Report, and I got a pleasant surprise for you because yesterday
it's not the same girl.
It's not the same girl. I got a new bikini girl for you, and she's going to tell you about the latest incident in air travel. Take it away, Bikini Report, and tell us of this latest air incident.
Scary airplane stories just keep coming.
All right.
An American Airlines Boeing 737-800 headed to Dallas-Fort Worth reported engine vibrations and diverted to Denver, where it caught fire while taxiing to a gate. Videos showed the plane with black smoke billowing from the engine as passengers used emergency slides to escape. And one dramatic photo saw a group of passengers standing on the plane's wing as they waited to get down to the tarmac. Fortunately, all 178 people on the flight were successfully evacuated. 12 people were transported to hospitals, all with...
Scott's calling the natties. Yeah, she's got natties. Granny says, Aeronautic News BF. Yes, whatever these girls are reporting, that's what we're talking about.
Only minor injuries. Statistically, flying is incredibly safe. In fact, it's the safest mode of transportation with an average of just one accident for every 810,000 flights. But with several recent incidents in the news, how comfortable are you feeling about flying these days? Let us know in the comments, and remember to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
That's pretty good odds. One in like 800-some thousand flights, so... But it does seem to be that recently where I'm doing I can do probably one a week of these rash of stories about some kind of air incident. Burning planes, tipped of wings hitting the stuff. I know you guys are looking saying that's why I don't fly, BF. That's why we tell you that we don't fly. Someone needs to report to them. Someone needs to report them knee knickers old girl is toting around. Them knee kickers. Dallas, says our friend Brian Kowalczyk. And Brian Hoya, as we check in, I got another story in the Vibe Not So Serious News, the Vibe Not So Serious News. We did the regular stories, but now it's that time in the newscast for our miserable news history moment. We're going to take you back when Bob Levy's going to read the news to you. This time we're going back to November 6th, 2009. Bob Levy in Sirius Satellite News Studios with the Miserable Men Show. And right here on the Vibe, whenever you hear Bob Levy mispronounce a word or a phrase during his newscast, you type it in the chat the way you thought you heard it, folks. Hang on tight. This is today's Miserable News History with Bob Levy.
Foreign people, we got a quick story.
Come on, dopey.
I start with this?
No, start with this.
Okay. Los Angeles, California, CNN. Chris Brown has Chris Brown had a change of heart and is now talking about what happened the night he physically assaulted his girlfriend, Rihanna. According to the MTV News
Wait a minute, is
release,
that like his girlfriend, or is that the Fleetwood Mac song? Rihanna.
Issued Thursday, Brown told CNN's Larry King 2 months ago that the word not discussed was actually happening on that night, just out of respect for Rihanna and myself. But MTV has taped what the network bills as the most revealing and candid interview yet with Brown, in which nothing is off limits. Young people, we do before we think, Brown told MTV. According to a release, Brown, who pleaded guilty, he did that too.
That's what it says.
He pleaded guilty in June to attacking Rihanna in February. Was sentenced in August to 5 years probation
He pled
and
in June for July and August.
and 6 months of community labor. Asked about the singer's thoughts as he looks back on the attack, page 2. My thoughts,
page 2,
is like, what did it happen? Like,
now, is that his words or your words?
no, these are his.
Oh, it's his.
This was it. My thought is like, what did it happen? Question mark. Like, what was I thinking? Question mark. What is wrong with you? Question mark. That's what I'm thinking with myself. That's what my thoughts are. Basically, now, Brown said, it's like, how do we get past it? Question mark. How do you, Chris,
semicolon,
line straight
Like
across,
reading like Perry does, where he reads every bit of
talking to
punctuation.
myself, how do you go from point A to point B? Question mark.
Parentheses.
We go into a heated argument. I got swole, yo.
Yo.
Air
I asked
quotes.
her for something, and she wanted me to do something for her. A woman's supposed to listen and not talk back, okay?
That's right.
She wanted me to take a dildo in the ass so I can get anal from her. Bunch of fucking assholes.
Did he really say that?
No, that last part. You guys.
That last
I'm
part
not
Bob
fucking-
said,
That's where
too.
Bob
I'm
just
not
says
fucking
anything they
reading
throw in there.
anymore.
No, it's very important that people know what's going on, Bobby.
We lose our listeners if you stop
Yeah,
reading.
it's very
It's a
hard.
service.
It's a service when you don't shut the fuck up and they can't hear you, fucking fat fuck.
Why are you attacking me? I'm
Because
on
you're
your
fucking
side.
loud and
No.
you don't shut the fuck up when I'm reading.
I'm
It's
on
hard to
yours.
read and fucking listen to a fat fuck.
I'm trying to help.
You could have just said it's hard to read and ended it there. Period.
Semicolon.
Question mark.
Question mark. You know, if you ask, if you
Get on-
read the sentence as a question, you don't need to say question mark.
Just take your panties off.
Oh, and there you go, folks. That's our boy Bob Levy. Nope, he's a regular butterfly in the sky.
I can go.
There you go,
twice
folks. The
as
Miserable News
high.
history moment for today,
Take a
taking you
look
back to
in the
November 2009.
Rainbow.
We're going to wrap up the news here. It's 2 o'clock. We're a little like a half hour
Anywhere.
late for our piss break.
Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading Rainbow. I swallow Is that a fucking kid's book?
Hell yeah.
Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool. Look at me go. Levy is such a stupid name.
A stupid name for the fun segment we add on at the end of every BF Live The Vibe. Not so serious news. That's what you just witnessed, folks. Now on to more fun. That's right, folks. I'm over here back in my comfy studio, and I know that we're overdue for a piss break because I can tell that me and Scott are doing the PP dance right here on camera, folks. So this is what we're going to do. We normally take it at 1:30. We have done 2 hours of what is normally a 3-hour show right here on the Vibe. Maybe we'll go into over Vibe today. You'll have to be here at like 3-ish or something to see that. Maybe see if that happens. But right now, we're going to take a 2.5-minute piss break, folks. This is the time to take a pause for the cause. You can have a drink. You can have a smoke. Grab a friend and tell them nobody's having more fun than we are on the Vibe. And when we come back, We can check the National Day calendar. I got a couple games and some stuff. We can talk about some old 90s canceled, discontinued food items. I got all kind of games and articles, fun videos and stuff we can get into. 2.5 minutes right after this piss break, and we're going to have more fun right here on The Vibe. Stream show 268 on a Tuesday, folks. 2.5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Matter of fact, grab a friend and come on back for more fun right after this. 2.5 minutes, and we'll be back.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Let's go. Scott's really taking the pause for the calls right here. I'll bring him back in when he comes back. He's all dark. Hey, nobody.
All right. I didn't even have to get up. I took a pee before.
Well, that's cool. I knew your timing was a little different than ours, right? Because you kind of jumped off and you gave us those great video links. So thanks for that, man. Appreciate that. That was on time. Yeah, I definitely wanted to see that. But let's see. Scott will be back. We'll be back for another movement. But did you see that? You were on screen. I showed the video of him stuffing the cheeseburgers in his face.
Oh yeah.
But let's check in with this. Let's see. We're having a day today, Bobby Nick, and like I said, we were talking about. I don't know if you were here for this part. We were talking about how some days, right before the show, you might not always feel up to it, but the closer you get to the show, if you show up and end up doing the show, you end up feeling better for it, right?
Mm-hmm. Always.
That's at least what Scott and I were discussing. We were everybody was being honest that we're all, for whatever reason, we're all having like a Tuesday morning or whatever, that some of us didn't feel so happy or motivated today, but we're getting together and being positive about it. So we're lifting each other up, and everybody is admitting, hey, we're all kind of at the same place today. So we want to keep bringing our spirits up here. Let's check in with our boy. He'll bring your spirits up. You can't go wrong with little Nunchuck Tyler.
My God, what is that? Oh my Lord! It's Nunchuckosaurus Rex! Yeah! Nunchuckosaurus Rex, Nunchuck Tyler! Getting it in! Yeah, how many nunchucks does he have? Who freaking knows? Who freaking knows? Endless nunchucks of mayhem. It doesn't matter how many he pulls out, there's still more. And more to come after that. How many? Who knows? Wham! Nunchuck Tyler's doing his nunchucks.
Get a Nunchuck Tyler.
Yeah! Oh!
Oh, shit.
Man,
Nunchuck Tyler's got mad quantities of nunchucks.
Nunchuck Tyler. Woo!
Nunchuck Tyler.
Yeah!
He's
More
not gonna stop
nunchucks,
around.
baby! How many does he have? Oh! Oh! More! Whoa! Oh my God! What
Man,
is?
I'm gonna play it one more time because I see my boy Scott's back. I'm gonna let him get in here. Let's see. He's knocking stuff around, says Juggalette Jen. I want him to see Nunchuck Tyler real quick. I see him settling in. I'm gonna check in with him. Get it just a little, yeah, boy. All right, I'll bring it back in here. Scott's back. Come on, he's putting them earbuds in. Scott, I was gonna show you Nunchuck Tyler and the Nunchucks of Fury, bro. Watch how many pairs of nunchucks he pulls out. See if you can see where they all come from. You ready?
That? Oh my Lord! It's Nunchuckosaurus Rex! Yeah!
And look, see if he hits himself.
Nunchuckosaurus Rex, Nunchuck Tyler! Getting it in! Yeah, how many nunchucks does he have? Who freaking knows? Who freaking knows?
Who knows?
Endless nunchucks of mayhem. It doesn't matter how many he pulls out, there's still more! And more to come after
Got every
that.
kind of nunchuck.
How many? Who knows? Wham! Nunchuck Tyler is doing his nunchucks. Yeah! Oh! Nunchuck Tyler. Nunchuck Tyler. Woo! Yeah! More
Come around his
nunchucks,
neck.
baby! How many does he have? Oh! Oh!
Run it, Stevie Lou, says that fool.
Oh my God!
All right, there's some
What is
Nunchuck
that?
Tyler. I was telling Bobby Nick how we were being candid about how we might having like a little kind of a slow kind of a day, you know, emotionally or whatever, but we're bringing each other's spirits up together. And I said, who else could bring your spirits up but Nunchuck Tyler, man? That's what he lives for, man.
Hell yeah, motivational.
Let's check in with him. Let's get a vibe off of Nunchuck Tyler. I got more than one.
Tyler breaking the scene, moves so fast he is a fighting machine. Nunchucks of fury, nunchucks of hate. He got nunchucks going right to your face.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Nunchuck Tyler's just doing it all day. Doing the chuck, hey. Doing the chuck, doing the nunchuck, yeah. Doing the nunchuck, yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Peace and prosperity to everyone. I want everyone to have a beautiful day. With my nunchucks of fury, gonna make your day beautiful.
There you go.
Let's do it. Wham! Wham! Wham, wham. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Nunchucks of Fury make your day better. Yeah, Nunchucks. How can you be against Nunchuck Tyler, man? He just trying to make the world better. Bam. Bang, says FJM with his Nunchucks of Fury. That's all it is, Scott. He's trying to make the day better.
Motivational, man. I needed that.
We all needed that. Please hit the ceiling fan. Well, Deadpool. First of all, me and Scott are just waiting for the moment he hits himself in the head or anything. Nunchuck Tyler he's thorough. He hasn't done it yet. But I did notice in one or I think all of the videos, guys, that he has no globe on that one, the light above him. There was like a light above him that didn't have a globe, and I'm thinking there's probably a good reason that globe. Here we go, right here. I'll show you this one. I'm like, wait a minute, I can see those bulbs in that globe. So I'm thinking on a previous video, Nunchuck Tyler took out the globe from this thing right here.
Oh yeah,
see right there? You can see the bulbs. You know he nicked that globe.
He got nunchucks going right to your face. Yeah, Nunchuck Tyler's just doing it all day. Doing the chuck, hey.
He can twirl them. I don't know if he can kick anybody's ass, Scott, but he can twirl them.
Yeah. Doing the nunchuck, yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Peace and prosperity to everyone. I want everyone to have a beautiful day. With my nunchucks of fury.
He hasn't hit himself or nothing.
Let's do it. Wham. Wham. Wham, wham. Hell yeah.
Nunchuck Tyler. Nunchuck the Fury. Spreading positivity. Nunchuck Tyler. I like that. All right. Why don't we do this? I think I got a Terry Nee knowledge break right here. Why don't we get into it and do one of these? And let's do a Terry Nee knowledge break. Let's see what Terry Nee is fixing to learn us today on a Terry Nee knowledge break. As I go to that folder and I click on this one, and this is our Terry Nee knowledge break of the day.
Man, she has a nice body, don't you think?
Yeah. Trick question.
Definitely.
He did.
Hi.
Yeah, give me another beer.
Of course, babe.
Thanks. Hey, give me another beer too.
Of course, babe.
Anyway, as I was telling you, if I want any more sass from you, I'll go and squeeze your.
Oh shit!
Do you want a drink?
I'm good. I got some.
Do you wish I was skinny like her?
No, I like you, Chunky.
I like you, Chunky.
More to love.
Oh look, he did. He did. Men are from Mars. Women are batshit crazy. Written by Terry Nee.
Right.
And that was Terry Nee's knowledge break of the day. The Terry Nee knowledge break right there. There you go.
I feel better off for seeing that.
You feel better off? You know a little more about that? You got Nunchuck Tyler. Nunchuck's a fury, spreading happiness and joy. Nunchuck's the wrong answer, says Nikki. Wait a minute. She says wrong answer, Terry Nee. Wrong answer. Right, wrong answer from that guy. Let's see. Are y'all talking about Sethi? Or they're talking about in the chat. They're talking about that again. All right. Well, let's continue on here with some fun. Let's do what we do here on The Vibe. And one of the things we do is we like to check the national day calendar. I think there was only it was St. Patrick's Day and corned beef yesterday. Well, let's see what we got on it today as I run my little element. We'll go over check that national day calendar with the national day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. Today is the 18th of March already, guys. I feel like I was just excited the other week or so talking about how I love that weather has turned and we're moving out of February into March. Now we're killing March. We're kicking March's ass. Before you know it's going to be April. But let's see what the National Day calendar has for us on Tuesday, March the 18th. Let's see what we have. I'll throw these up on the screen. Today for the National Day calendar check-in, we have National Biodiesel Day. That don't sound too exciting. Ooh, National Sloppy Joe Day, guys. Sloppy Joe. Sloppy
yeah.
Joe. Ooh, Sky ripped one out.
Ooh.
That was organic. That was organic.
Hey, Scotty, what were you chugging back on?
Oh, kind of embarrassed to say because I know you guys going tubes of yogurt.
Oh,
Oh.
wait a minute. This is Scott's new segment. Scott raids the kids' snack. What did you raid today, Scott? Go-gurt.
Yeah, some kind of Go-gurt. That's what it is.
Go-gurt.
Yeah.
That's right. It's taking judges. That's what it was when my girls were younger. It was Go-gurt.
Go-gurt.
It's Go-gurt. Go-gurt simply. So Scott is discovering the world of prepackaged, all the kid stuff. We've seen you with Capri Suns, right?
Right, Capri Suns and little bags of Doritos and various
little bags
chips.
of Doritos. Yep. And it is true that sometimes the kids they get bored with them, Scott, and they'll have like an extra one left over from their lunch or whatever, and they'll take a new one the next day or something sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
it's just that whenever you get so much of it out, and then you got to do this action.
Yeah, right. Don't anybody Photoshop that or do anything nefarious with computer grafting or anything with Scott. That's not a penis. That is
you got to kind of
Go-gurt.
milk it down to yourself.
He needs some milk, apparently. Yeah, he
care.
He needs some milk. Apparently, he got some.
He needs some milk.
He got some Go-gurt instead. Let's see what everybody's saying. What are we talking? Not the bees.
Yes, I got a couple of big pickles too.
Whoa, hang on. That sounds like a sound drop. What do you got? Those you got big pickles too?
Yeah.
Because you're a Perry fan, right? Is that it?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, he likes
That man
pickles
meat
too,
section,
man.
Is that today?
What's that?
Man meat.
Yeah, we'll get to the man meat section because we didn't do them yesterday. We'll have to do some. So we're not going to have you. I'm not going to have you like doing simulated oral to a pickle or anything like that.
Okay.
Let's see. We're going to do a National Day right here. So we got National Lacy Oatmeal Cookies Day. Look at this fancy. Because I like oatmeal cookies. We discussed I don't like oatmeal with raisins, but let me see if we like lacy oatmeal cookies. How about National Awkward Moments Day? Well, that's kind of what we go for here on this show. Also, it's National Supreme Sacrifice Day, which means giving your all. All gave some gave all. It's National AG Day, which stands for agriculture, because I see those vegetables there. Let's go to the top. I mean, biodiesel, that can be interesting because that is diesel fuel that is derived from the corn byproducts and the leftovers of oils and greases that they use at fast food places. So, but that's biodiesel day. How about National Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe Day?
I love me some Sloppy Joe.
Do you, Bobby Nick? I hear you've been saying the praises the whole time.
Oh hell yeah! I've always loved Sloppy Joes.
All right. Well, no matter how you make this sandwich, this hot sandwich, on March 18th, celebrate National Sloppy Joe Day. The Sloppy Joe is one of America's all-time favorite hot sandwiches. Its base ingredient is often ground beef. However, others use turkey and buffalo too. The other elements give it its flavor, though: onions, tomato sauce, brown sugar, cola or maple syrup to sweeten it, and seasonings to spice it. And of course, any secret ingredients the families may add over the years. All of it is served up on a hamburger, bun, or roll. And is it ever sloppy? Be sure to grab more than one napkin. So my sister would make this all the time, but I just I didn't like it overly runny, guys. I didn't like when you had that soggy bread, Scott. That was my issue.
No, neither. I kind of like making my own, so I have control of how much slop I put in it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it says, who created the Sloppy Joe? Meet Joe. There are different claims to the origin of the Sloppy Joe. In Havana, Cuba, I said it like Bob did. Oh my God. At least there's an A at the, I added a R to it. In Havana, Cuba, sí, senors and senoritas. In Havana, Cuba, in the 1930s, there was a genuine bartender who gained popularity with vacationers who went by the name of Sloppy Joe. He earned his name for his less than enthusiastic way of cleaning the bar. He was, however, an attentive bartender, and the bar was a hotspot for the jet set. However, no mention is found in the papers from the era of the hot sandwich on the main menu matching the description of a Sloppy Joe, and the man of the same name retired to Spain in 1933. What's it say? Town Hall Deli. Reader Stephen Hirsch wrote in National Day Calendar and informed us that Town Hall Deli in Maplewood, New Jersey has a direct connection to the Sloppy Joe of Havana fame. It opened in 1927, and during the 1930s, Maplewood's mayor, Sweeney, traveled to Havana where he met the bartender named Sloppy Joe and was served a delicious sandwich. The mayor came back to New Jersey with a well-developed taste for the Joe's sandwich. The mayor enjoyed it so much he asked one of the Town Hall's deli's proprietors, Fred Heitz, to replicate it. So there you go. So that's the origin of the Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe.
Well, there you go.
Not the Beast checks in with the Sloppy Joes are gross vote. I'm in the Sloppy Joes are gross category. Got to toast the Sloppy Joe bread, says our friend Brian Kowalczyk. How about that? That's a more you know. You guys
That's probably the best way to do it.
Scott's he too busy dealing with his
Go-gurts are hard. Well, it's hard to open them and not squirt it out. You know what I mean?
Because you got to put so much pressure on it while you're biting it that it jizzes in your face like man goo, right? Gotta watch out for that. Oh, we got it open. Let's see. Yeah, what you're not wrong about that, Scott. And sometimes I'd have to and sometimes I'd have to open it up from the other end because the one end would get too much. Let's see. Let's see. Granny, let's see. The guys are talking about some other shit, having fun in the chat as we continue on with Scott eating Go-Gurt, and we're going to check the National Day calendar. Let's see what these National Lacy Oatmeal cookies are about, Bob. I've never heard of. I mean, I guess I've heard it, but I don't know if I've ever where these are available. There are cookie holidays, and then there is National Lacy Oatmeal Cookie Day. Each year on March 18th, this holiday celebrates a delicate cookie made from oats. Some people may refer to this day as National Oatmeal Cookie Day, which is celebrated on April 30th. The difference between the two is that the Lacy oatmeal cookies are wafer thin and typically accompany a scoop of ice cream or sorbet, Bobby Nick. In the early 1900s, oatmeal became a major ingredient in the American diet. Before that, Americans relied on other grains. Originating in England, oatmeal cookies have been around since the 1800s. However, it is believed that they were created after the oat cake. Soldiers used to carry oat cakes for them for a quick boost of energy during battle. Most research found that the first recorded oatmeal raisin cookie recipe was written by Fanny Merritt Farmer in 1896. Considered a health food, the cookies quickly became popular. By the early 1900s, a recipe for the delicious treats appeared on containers of Quaker oats. So, yeah, I do believe that the oatmeal cookies are always perceived as the healthier cookie compared to like a chocolate chip or a sugar cookie, right?
Right.
You always
right,
feel like I think I'm eating something too healthy when I'm eating a oatmeal cookie.
I thought oatmeal was kind of gay.
He thought oatmeal was kind of gay, as he says that he dare. Oh my goodness! Oh shit! There you go. He took a
Jizz
shot.
is dripping right off your chin there, Scott.
Scott's getting a head start on
damn it.
juicy
how
man meat
embarrassing.
bricked up segments over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Lacy Cookie Day. If you want a cookie, that's a national.
I mean, I always like oatmeal cookies, but they can't have raisins in them. They just cannot
Same.
have fucking raisins in them, and they have to be. Well, actually, they don't have to be soft, but I prefer them soft rather than like harder.
Dang Lizard's checking in, guys, and says Hoya to everyone. Just in time for the man-goo talk.
Dang.
Yeah, Dang Lizard. Our boy Scott Fitzpatrick, he is discovering all the little pre-packaged kid snacks, and today he's on to Go-Gurt.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
He's on to Go-Gurt. All right. Got Tim. Sorry, BF. I'm back to standing. He says, second that emotion. Without the raisins, they're just oatmeal cookies, says our Blummel's divorce lawyer. They still eat that crap. Scott is doing his pregame for Juicy Man Meat. He sure is. Brian Kowalczyk says, can't go sloppy joes to oatmeal cookies. My taste buds are screaming in pain. Yeah, I can imagine eating them back to back. I make my oatmeal cookies with chocolate chips, not raisins. Now, I like that, Bobby Nick, but if you walk up blindly to a blind taste test, you got to like look at that cookie real good and make sure that it's not a raisin, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've bit into a cookie that had raisins and I thought they were chocolate chips.
Yep.
That
Same.
is the most horrific thing that can it's like somebody just pranks you. It's like you son of a bitch.
It's like biting into a roach or something. Absolutely.
It's like getting socks for Christmas.
Socks for Christmas. That's cool. With chocolate chips in them. And Testicle Tiger says, Testicle Tiger, no, they ain't cookies. They're not cookies at all. They certainly are. They can have it in there. All right, well, let's see. Did we get all the good ones?
Granny? Okay, hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Granny has this debate with me that oatmeal cookies have to have raisins in them or they're not oatmeal cookies.
I mean, that's just dumb on its principle because they're called oatmeal cookies. It's either oatmeal or oatmeal and raisin. You can have both, Granny. You can have.
Here we would say raisin oatmeal cookies.
You would say raisin oatmeal?
Yeah, raisin oatmeal.
The raisin type. He says the variety first, so I'll have those raisin oatmeal cookies. And I like how people say things in different regions, right? Because we would say you hear us saying oatmeal cookies with raisins, right? But you're saying raisin oatmeal cookies. Raisin oatmeal cookies. Granny's yelling it. Oatmeal ain't a cookie, first of all. Not the Bee says oatmeal is gross. I'm not a horse. I'm not a horse, says Not the Bee. Yeah, it does have to have something sweet to it. I will agree that there can be a dryness to the oatmeal cookie. It's gotta have something to it. It's got a little. Cookies have dough, says Granny. Granny doesn't know
shit.
Uh-oh, here we go. We got the raisins going there. Whoop whoop to Not the Beast from Juggalette Jen. Oatmeal chocolate chip is a thing. No question mark on that, so he knows it's a thing. Hey, a Jen from Not the Bees. It is dough, Testicle Tiger shouts. Blummel just laughing. FJM says, fuck raisins and oatmeal cookies. Plain oatmeal cookies, please.
That's right.
Granny, you have a match after the vibe today they're talking about. Raisins are needed, says Brian Kowalczyk for his oatmeal cookie. I need raisins in my oatmeal cookie, says Blummels. I will accept chocolate chips, but there's got to be something else in there.
Really?
Dang Lizard checks in and says rum raisins are in the best oatmeal cookies. And you're overseas, so that might be a rum raisin thing. Granny, at Testicle Tigers, Granny says, at Testicle Tiger, oatmeal ain't fucking dough. All right. That's a fair point, Granny. I don't know. Dough is made of like wheat and flour. And here we go. Hey, it's cookie talk. I thought we'd have more controversy or more talk and weed talk, but we're getting more out of cookie talk. The perfect chocolate chip cookie cannot be beat 100%. How about those? We have a places around here, guys, called Insomnia Cookie. And it's for Scott. It's for people that sit up late at night and get the munchies. And I see you shaking your head a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have one here, but I know what you're going, where you're going with this, and I could appreciate something like that.
It's exactly what it is.
3
It's called
a.m. 3 a.m. cookie.
It's a late. Yep, they will deliver you cookies when you got the money. You like, I want cooking like a motherfucker. Insomnia Cookies, Bobby Nick will deliver you fucking cookies in the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, bro. And it's all based on the munchies, son. They know. I'm like, that's a business model right there.
Yeah.
Testicle Tiger shouting out her recipe and says, when you add flour and eggs and sugar, it turns into dough. Says Testicle Tiger. Popke says, I made homemade treats for my dog. Oatmeal? Dry oatmeal. Oh my. Dry oatmeal. Dry oatmeal, peanut butter, and bacon. They are in bed. Hell, I'd get down with those.
Yeah.
Give me some of them, Bobby Nick.
Sounds really good.
Give me some of them, Bob. I'll take some of them for real good.
Yeah.
Bacon and peanut butter and oatmeal. Where do I sign up for that shit?
No shit, eh?
Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. God damn. All right. Adults. Oh, don't cry. I won't take yours. I won't take yours. Oh. I said I wouldn't take them. Peanut butter cookies or white macadamia nut cookies are the best. Why they gotta be white? Wendy says, that give me I did for a fight match granny versus oatmeal raisin cookie. I think in Wendy speak, that means that gives me an idea for a fight, a match between granny and oatmeal cookies. Well, I speak Wendy. I'm doing good with this shit. I speak Wendy real good.
She shits up her pants.
Cause she's always a Wendy to me. You know what to do. You know what to do, Poppy. Granny says, Testicle Tiger, the fuck it is. You can patch drywall with that shit. It ain't dough. You probably could patch drywall with oatmeal if you didn't just keep enough water out of it. Nikki says, the munchie cookie is real. You got the munchie. They call it insomnia around here, but they have like franchises where that's what they do. They will bring you cookies late at night. You get on your app. You go, I want that cookie. I want that cookie. And they'll deliver them shits to you.
Are they not some big ones that they deliver?
Yeah, they are the big ones. Let me see if I can find a ad for it or something. Yeah, because in the cookie, yes, Bobby Nick, because I think that's the thing. You know, it's the whole. Let me give you some images of the inside. Oh, here we go. Here's a box of insomnia cookies right here. Let me go right here. Come on, go to the pic. Oh, there you go. All right, I'll show you some pictures of insomnia cookie. Yeah, so when you're up late at night and you got the munchies, these are some of the store pictures. Let me find. Look, there's the big cookies on the tray right there, bud.
Oh yeah.
And here,
nice.
I had one before that, but yes, that's what they do. There's a box of them right here. Why don't they show the box? I click on. I want to see. There's a box of them right there. You can get a size of how big they are. That's like a half a dozen of them.
Fuck yeah.
They'll bring you milk. Look, they got some milk right there. They'll bring you, who wants some milk? I want some milk and cookies. You want some milk and cookies? Let me see. Warm cookies delivered until 3 a.m., Bobby Nick.
Wow.
3 a.m. Oh, here we
That's
go.
awesome.
There's the classics right there. There's the box. Oh, look at those, bro.
Oh.
Look at those fudge cookies. See?
Fuck yeah.
So this is what you do. Like you get on your app and you like pick a warm, delicious 12-pack, Bobby Nick. Oh shit, that's the munchies. They will bring you them shits right there. What about white chocolate raspberry cookie, says Not the Beast to Sight Clyde. White chocolate raspberry, please tell me more. I don't like fruit in my desserts. I prefer fresh fruit on the side. Sauce on side. Girl Scout cookies, coconut cookies are good. I have Thin Mints up in the freezer right now, Nikki. It's that time of the year. I bet that's not all they deliver. Hey-oh. Pretty soon it'll be all in one, Scott. It'll be like, I need bring me like 3.5 grams of this and some cookie.
Right.
I'm talking about. LOL, Wendy. I like when the Girl Scouts sell the cookies outside of the dispensaries. I think that's brilliant marketing right there.
Does that really happen?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's been stories about that where the Girl Scouts, they camp right outside a weed store. And I think at one point the other girls, the other mothers were complaining about it or something. Was it Girl Scout?
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good bit. That's good. Location. Is it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of weed store. Yeah, bro. They're it's that time of the year. The Girl Scouts are selling them, so I got those Thin Mints in my house. Here we go. Let me see. I hope they have a picture of it. I got a story. Girl Scouts sell 300 box of cookies outside of a marijuana dispensary. Here we go. I got a video story of it. I'll show it to you, Scott. Fuck yeah. I mean, find the video. Let me make sure the video is still working. Oh, the video has expired on that one. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. But I still have. Yeah, and I think the other people were there. I'll give you the story. Actually, go back. I want the video. Let me go back and get the video real quick. Video.
I'm not big on the Girl Scout cookies myself.
I like the Thin Mints. I'm a fan of the Thin Mints. It's an older story, so a lot of the stories have the videos aren't there. But here in the story, it says Girl Scout sells 300 boxes of cookies outside of a California marijuana dispensary. The kids know the clientele right there. So look, little mix with the weed and the cookies. I was looking for some video of it. So how many? 300 boxes. So that's pretty smart. But a lot of the videos have expired or the links are broken because it's an older story, Scott. But yeah, they did it. They thought I'm saying. Can Girl Scouts sell? And look, there's a whole question. Like it turned into a mom and a daughter were reportedly seen selling cookies outside a Tempe dispensary on Thursday. Girl Scout of Arizona, Cactus Pine, said that's not allowed. It's not allowed. So I told you some people were actually complaining about this, Scott. Like you said, this is good business.
Yeah.
And Girl Scout cookies and cannabis. At least one mom and daughter have been selling Thin Mints and Samoas outside a pot shop in Tempe. Now, some say they're pretty smart cookies for doing that. Some people might think that cookies and pot go together, while others think it's a recipe for disaster.
Team 12's Adriana Loya is finding out where the cookies crumble for the Girl Scouts organization here in Arizona.
America's favorite sweets are back.
They're so good.
Girl Scout cookies.
Got some classic tag-alongs, the s'mores.
Everyone is getting their hands on the sweet delights as troops go door to door or set up shop at grocery stores and businesses.
Right, and like, oh, you all keep walking and go through the neighborhood, go sweat your ass off and all that. I'm posting up outside the dispensary, and so some parents got mad at
to
it.
sell cookies and learn how to be entrepreneurs.
As a former Girl Scout, I always try and support them.
On Thursday, Danielle claims she ran into a mom and daughter selling cookies outside a Tempe dispensary.
But I was a little surprised to see them, but I think it's genius.
However, the Girl Scouts Arizona Cactus Pine, which oversees the troops in central and northern Arizona, says that practice is not allowed.
Our policy is that girls cannot sell in or in front of any establishments that they themselves cannot patronize or enter.
And that's something Danielle says the mother outside of the Tempe dispensary knew.
Yeah, they knew, but they said they made good enough money and sold enough boxes that it was worth it to be out there.
Girl Scout Arizona Cactus Pine says being on a sidewalk of a dispensary is not allowed either.
I think there's nothing wrong with it.
Scott Carabajal's daughter is not yet old enough to join the Girl Scout ranks, but when she does, he says he's all for her selling outside dispensaries.
I mean, you have security there, so if something happens, you have somebody who's armed who's going to be able to help.
Do you think the rules should change?
Yes, I do. I mean, we're in a country now that I think we should have a little bit more leniency towards certain things. And when it comes to cannabis and marijuana,
Scott argues if grocery stores sell alcohol, then marijuana shouldn't be treated any differently, nor the location, as the goal here is to sell cookies.
I can understand the concern, but this was her mom with her, and I don't think her mom would put her in a dangerous situation. So having them out in front of
This is player
dispensaries,
hating.
I think it's a really smart idea.
Adriana Loya, 12 News.
There you have it. That's the story, Scott. I thought it was pretty damn brilliant marketing too, my friend. That's what you do.
Yeah, you go get a business loan. You want to build a business. The first thing they tell you is location, location, location.
Yep, and there's all the other girls. What do we all know the tradition? They come around knocking door to door. That's how we got ours this year. But I also see them outside of our grocery stores, so that they're trying to make the caveat where these girls can't sell them unless it's a business they can actually go into.
It'd be safer too, because I'd rather have my kids posted up in one store at one place, where you kind of keep your eye on them, rather than knocking on every stranger's door in town.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. When I heard the timing of this story, I remember when it happened, Scott. I'm like, this is just player hating. These is all the mothers that were suckered into walking around and doing it the traditional way. And so they're going to penalize somebody that thinks out of the box and goes, now wait a minute, y'all fools been doing it this way. How about if we, for thinking differently? You shouldn't be like penalized for thinking differently or out of the box.
Yep,
and that's what that was.
It's a legal business.
Weed is legal in a lot of states. Recreational weed, forget about it. That's right, Nikki. She knows what's up. Want to see those Girl Scouts deported to El Salvador immediately? Whoops. Let's see. They're having pickle and cucumber talk in the chat. Potheads aren't dangerous. I have seen tons of girl guides and sports teams selling in front of liquor stores. Yeah, I think for the most part, Granny, my godparents used to do homemade cukes and stuff. Supply and demand. Nikki knows what's up. My mom makes habanero pickles and cane. Oh my God, they're so good, says our boy St. Clyde checking in. All right, well, why don't we do this? We haven't checked in on this dude in a while. We checked in with Chuck Tyler. We checked in with Buck yesterday, but it's been a minute since we have checked in and now done this segment, which I will do as soon as I find my element, because now it's time for a moment with Mr. Paint. Come on, you remember Mr. Paint. He's another motivational guy that we like to feature here on The Vibe. So let's get some motivation from Mr. Paint today. What do you got to say today, Mr. Paint?
Turn it back on. Turn off your light. Turn off your light. Turn off your light. Turn it back on.
Right.
Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Restart your life.
Restart your life.
Reset your life.
Reset your life.
Just like the piano.
Right?
Ooh.
Talking about, Bob, that's a jam. That shit slaps. What's up, Waver? Reset your life.
Turn it off. Turn it back
That's
on.
it. That's the good. Thank you, Mr. Paint. You got reset your life, Scott. Restart your life. That's what we got to do. Waivers checking in today here on The Vibe as we're checking in with a moment with Mr. Paint. Let's see. I haven't had enough inspiration out of him. Oddly enough, I have fallen on hard times. We'll work for food because Kahuna checking in. Kahuna Noy, the big Kahuna. Popke says, "Can I get a Hoya? Can you get a Hoya? You got a Hoya, my friend. How you doing, Popke? Thanks for checking in today. Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya?
I love these knuckleheads in the chat. I'm glad if you're going to argue, it's about dumb shit about like what is raisins and what is an oatmeal raisin cookie. Testicle Tiger says raisins are considered a fruit. They are dried grapes, which are a type of berry. Raisins are classified as a dried fruit, which is a category of fruit that has been dehydrated to remove moisture. And then she continues down here to say, that's from Google, okay? There you go. That's a more you know. I love the dumb shit you guys are arguing about in the chat. If you're going to argue about that kind of dumb shit. There you go. Waiver checked in during that segment. What's up, Waiver checking in the afternoon? Kahuna's checking in, the big Kahuna. Kahuna Nui checked in. And no matter what time of the day, LJ Lowe checks in and says, good evening. What's up, my bro, LJ Lowe? Since I got 3 of them, I got one more. So let's get inspired and let's keep the party going. And one more time as we check in before we move on to some other fun stuff, we're going to check in. We're currently, it's been a minute, a moment with Mr. Paint. This is what we're doing here on The Vibe. Let's check in with Mr. Paint one last time for the day, and let's continue on with the show. Oh, he got a partner this time.
Hot dogs.
Oh, They love hot dogs, everybody. We talked about, we talked about oatmeal cookies. We talked about Sloppy Joe, and now they're singing about hot dogs.
Hot dogs at the park. Hot dogs at the ball game. Hot dogs on the barbecue.
I like mustard.
Hot dogs.
I like mustard.
Mustard.
And I like maybe some relish, maybe some coleslaw, maybe some onions. I like it all. No ketchup though. No ketchup. No ketchup. No ketchup. No ketchup. No ketchup on my hot dog. I don't want no ketchup on my hot dogs.
I know, Wendy. I don't want to get nobody started on hot dogs.
It's mustard. 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 Mustard.
So good.
Somebody said the Simon and Garfunkel moment in the chat. And there you go. All right. Come on, man. Everybody needs some hot dog talk. Actually, these guys are more like Wesley Willis, except white.
Oh, yeah.
Smirksnake checked in. Hey, and Blummel's divorce lawyer is checking out. Let's saying, gotta run. Love you all. Be safe. And Wendy says, don't get me started on some hot dogs. I was afraid because people are going to start getting with mustard only or ketchup only, or then you got your mustard and ketchup people, and then you got your relish people. It'll be just like cookie talk. We get into that. Let's see. Oh, Granny's the kind of guy that's going to say a hot dog isn't a sandwich. Stacey Allen says that song's going to be her new ringtone. Not the Bee says this is straight up sharp objects to the ears.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, Scott's let me load up one of these things, these articles about food, because you were enjoying those Go-Gurts over there, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do a little article. Oh, here we go. See, cheddar on a hot dog, says Reenie. Go another route, Granny. I want to share this article about this is about the 35 canceled and discontinued foods from the 90s, Scott and Bobby Nick and everybody in the chat. So I want to know how many of us kind of maybe remember these. Maybe you did eat them, maybe you didn't eat them at all. What are your recollections about some of these food? And I guess I'll start at one because it's a little harder to go backwards. So they're saying, starting at number one, going back, is the Choco Taco from Klondike. They don't make that no more. Anybody Choco Taco fans from the 90s?
I remember the Choco Taco.
I do remember them.
I don't remember them.
No, Scott. I know, Bobby Nick. Yeah, these were like their.
Sometimes you get them in the taco, it'd be a little stale though.
Okay. I hate a stale taco. I hate a dirty or stale taco. I can't, can't partake that. But yeah, these are basically, it was like a cookie shell that was shaped like a taco, Bobby Nick. I guess you can see the Choco Taco. Yeah. Right there. But there you go. Let's see our second item from the 90s. It says this Altoid Sours. I wasn't an Altoids person there, Scott or Bobby.
I don't know about that one. I don't know that one.
I don't know if I know that particular brand, but sours are good. I love sours.
Good. Our next one, they're saying they no longer make spearmint. In the 90s, they made spearmint mixed Tic Tacs. I eat orange Tic Tacs.
Oh.
I have orange Tic Tacs right here. I'm a Tic Tac guy.
Yeah. Orange Tic Tacs are awesome.
And this is gigantic, bro. This has got like, I don't even know how many in it. It's got, I don't know its weight or count anymore. But yeah, like remember the Tic Tacs used to be like the small little square boxes like on the screen. Now they sell them in these kind of little like mini kind of jugs with like 100.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I got those. I have orange. But in spearmint mix, they had those in the 90s. How about anybody remember, or who remembers Oreo Cakesters? I remember these.
I don't remember them.
These were like soft bake cookies, guys, like small snack cakes.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah. Bring them back, motherfuckers.
A hot dog is just a wiener, not the wiener and the bun. Okay.
That'd probably be good with some ice cream on it. With
Weaver says, I had a Choco Taco last summer. Next, please, says Nikki. Fair assessment would have killed it. Hello. Oh, look at this. Terry's checking in. Terry Nee. Ooh.
Oh.
He's a little late, guys. He probably don't know that I guess I should let him know that I kind of Well, yeah, Scott. Yeah, let me stop sharing this and let me show, because he's going to find out eventually that I doxed him and all. So I might as well just show it. Let me just show the video here. Terry, I'm sorry. You got carried away, bro. You were like getting fresh with me and all, and thinking you were going to have your way with me. And I know you had your days in Pennsylvania. We know you were friends, or kind of maybe not so close friends with Brett Michaels and everything. You're a little bitter about that and all, but you're always up there in Pennsylvania doing your thing. So I had to out you because
all right,
you ain't just gonna get your way with me, Terry Nee. So I decided I was outing Terry Nee. Here's the video, bro. I'm sorry, I had to expose you.
So I pretty much fucked every hot chick that I wanted to in Pennsylvania, at least in the South Hills area and the surrounding area.
Terry Nee, folks. This is Terry Nee.
To like 7 Seasons, whatever they call it, Cranberry Township, fucking up by, whatever they call it, 7 Hills.
Look at that
7
beak.
something.
He does have a beak. He had that beak in person, man.
I banged every chick that I wanted to so far. If there's some that I missed, please let me know.
Motherfucker looks like Kid Rock's uncle or something.
Send me a picture. Because I'm moving to Nashville, Tennessee next for about 2 weeks. So I'm going to tear it up there too. You know what I'm saying? They're already in the Daisy Dukes, I call them.
He was telling me this. He said, after this BF, I'm going to Nashville next week. I didn't know he was going to go tear up ass there.
Daisy Dukes is my shit.
Daisy Dukes is
when I see a girl that has the perfect body, size 6 and smaller, I'm good to go, man.
Ha, son of a bitch. So I doxed you, Terry. So you can call me a bastard all you want, but you're just going to find out eventually when you rewound the show. So I figure I would be up front and show you right now in your face. Not the Bee says that the Oreo Cakesters still exist. I heard somebody say the Choco Taco they had last summer. Now there's somebody saying that the Cakesters still exist. But the title of this article is 90s discontinued food. So maybe Bobby, Nick, and Scott, maybe people are getting their way on some of these. Ice cream! Ice cream! You might be muted, Bobby. Nick, I don't know if you're muted or unmuted, but if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. It looks like they're bringing some of these things back. Matt just had Cakesters the other day. Happy birthday, Terry Nee. Teach me your ways, Terry Nee. I just showed him his ways. Terry Nee, hey, the lovely Nikki. We got daytime Nikki, Terry Nee. And there's 32 of you in here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and creating a vibe today on this Tuesday. I needed you today. They should sell just a tub of the Oreo cream.
Oh, yeah.
This goes, and he would order that along with a thing of marshmallows only from cereal, right? Look, I want some marshmallows, cereal marshmallows, and I want Oreo cream. Oh my God, that sounds like a tummy ache. That's not a bad idea there, Kahuna Nui. Actually, how you doing there, my friend? Zebra cakes, dipped in milk. You ain't got shit on it, says Granny. Those zebra cakes, little Debbie. Better keep your hands off of little Debbie. Had a friend that was addicted to Tic Tac, went through a big carton a day. Tic Tacs? I'm sorry, Terry. Exposed. Gotcha, Terry Nee. Gotcha. Hiding up there, smashing all that ass in Pennsylvania, thinking you're going to be fresh with me. That shit ain't happening. The bird beak, says Kathy. Keebler made chips like Pizzeria and Oh Boise. I loved them. I remember that Oh Boise name. Grinding and tearing, says Terry Nee. Pizza flavored Pringles are my favorite, says Testicle Tiger. You got autistic taste buds, Testicle Tiger, says Granny checking in. Religions don't mind. Ripping and a tearing. Nikki says, just remember the Eagle just won the Super Bowl. Woo-hoo-ha! Oh yeah, we know that, Nikki. We know that for sure. Did you see the opening liftoff reel? Oh my God, let me find that real quick. This will be worth to take a second to find that. Let me find. I can just go to anything here, and then let me go to. I'm on Site Clyde's page, and I'm looking for his Eagles video where we talked. He did it. Was that a short, Site Clyde? I think that was a short, right? Let's celebrate the Eagles win with Nikki, because I know my girl Nikki is here. No, that was an actual video. Let me look.
How did you just fart?
It's a little bitty one.
He's always trying to sneak one out there when I'm doing other stuff, isn't he?
I was trying to fill some time for a BF, trying to buy him a little time.
I like that. I like. He's literally filling the air.
His own air.
Trying to find.
I'm replacing dead air with brown air.
I could probably find the video faster than that. Oh, here it is. I got it right here. Here we go. Let's celebrate a little bit with Nikki. Let's be. Not only to celebrate with Nikki, like I said, Sight Clyde is always interwoven throughout every episode of The Vibe. So let's celebrate, Nikki. Let's celebrate with the mayor. Oh, hold up.
Traveling to the Eagles game today is essential travel. If you are driving, just go slow, like get there. If you are catching Seth in mass transit, just get on mass transit and get there. But making it to our Philadelphia Eagles game or in today is essential. Thank you also, Brian Lutcher. We now want to take some. We want to take some questions, Hanny. Unless we've got to do this. Let me hear you all saying, hey, ow, hey, ow, hey, ass, hey,
Yeah, them, Bob. Hell yeah. Now I'm pumped up. Congratulations, Nikki, for your Eagles, your Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Happy for my girl, Nikki. They were in another conference, so I can be happy for my girl, Nikki, my Philly girl. You see what I just did? Right. Look, she even spelled no wrong. That's why she said, do you see what I just did? She even spelled no wrong. She did that. Donuts ain't soggy cake, Granny. God, I wish I was inside the Christie household when the Eagles won the Super Bowl this year. Hey. Oh, yeah, because Richard cried like a bitch, and Christy tried to act like she wasn't that happy so he wouldn't be too sad, I reckon. Let's continue on with these 90s canceled foods. We're making our way up to the top of the hour here at 3 o'clock. How about icebreakers? Icebreakers, the liquid. Ooh, they had the ones that they came in your mouth. It was like, I remember this reminded me of the old freshen up gum when it jizzed in your mouth or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember something like that.
Liquid ice. Because they don't make those no more. Skittles bubble gum, they're saying they don't make anymore. Probably because it's poison. At least Perry thinks so, but what the fuck does he know?
Shut the fuck up.
You don't know anything.
Never fucking heard of no Skittles bubble gum.
Nor have I.
Well, there you go. Apparently that was a 90s thing that got canceled. How about getting into cereal? How about Waffle Crisp?
I remember those, man. They were good.
You like that? Well, Waffle Crisp cereal.
You could eat those without milk.
It says, what happened? In 2018, was a difficult year for all of us, and it was especially difficult for Waffle Crisp. What with being discontinued, but wait, it's back. Buy them here. It says they're back somewhere, Scott. So you have to look up Waffle Crisp if you want. See, I think they're bringing some of these back. How about Hershey's Kissable? They're little tiny Hershey's.
Oh, I do remember those. Yeah,
candy coated mini kisses.
Yeah.
Skittles are great, says Not the Bees.
Shut the fuck up.
I think they're pretty good. The parade was next level. I got my footage, says Nikki, about that parade. She went to that Philly parade celebrating. Just Bart checking in saying, a long night. Tiff not feeling good, but she sends her best. I let her sleep. And yes, I'm still at home watching over her. Well, I got to keep track of you kind of people. Because 1 minute she's got you in and out of the hospital, but now you're saying she's homesick and you're home healthy watching over her. Thank you for checking in, Bart. I didn't remember these too much, Bob. Nick. These are.
Me neither. I didn't remember them.
No, I remember them.
How about some diet? They keep bringing these flavors back and forth. I want to say this flavor might be back again. Berries and cream Dr. Pepper. I'm not a Dr. Pepper guy.
I never pay attention to Dr. Pepper, no.
Me neither.
Chocolate Jen agrees that the Waffle Crisp are good. Thanks, Bart, man. You're welcome. Thank you, buddy. Let's see. What about this? How about Yogos? I do kind of remember these. These were yogurt. This would have worked for you. These were yogurt-covered fruit snacks, Scott.
Yeah.
I think I vaguely remember those.
Yeah, I vaguely remember them, too.
I remember these too. Yep. So apparently you can't get those anymore. They're 90s discontinued. There you go. All right, we'll do one more. Oh, and I do remember these. My mother-in-law liked these.
Cream savers.
Yeah. These were the creamy, minty mix of lifesavers, a unique kind of lifesaver, the cream saver.
Yeah, those are really good.
It's funny that they call this 35 discontinued items, but at the bottom of yet another one, it says, but wait, they're back. Get them here. So everyone, and it takes you right to Amazon, of course. So yeah, you can buy everything you need in the world on Amazon, of course. Well, there's 35 of them. I won't do all 35. We'll just kind of cut them off right there, talking about some old food stuff. All right, well, guys, why don't we do this? We're definitely going to hit over vibe today, and I know my hopper is over full with them, and we successfully avoided it yesterday, but let's do the sexy segments, and let's be ladies first about it, because we do have proper manners in here, even though we're perverts. So let's do it, ladies. We're going to run our sexy segments. We're going to make our way into over vibe, most definitely, with 31 of you in here on a Tuesday for BF Live The Vibe 268, but it's that time, ladies. Ladies first for your sexy segment. Here comes your Juicy Man Meat. That's right, this is the vibe, folks. A little something for everybody, and this is a dedicated segment for our ladies, just for the ladies, also named Juicy Man Meat, and that great intro kind of element thing was created by the one and only Stacey Allen. And my guys, I got to do this. You know, I try to spare you guys some days, especially when we run late a little bit, but my hopper's getting overfilled. I don't want to have so much that the authorities get called on me, so I want to get rid of some of this Juicy Man Meat that's in my hopper. So ladies, here comes your first piece for the day of Juicy Man Meat, so I can empty my hopper. Here you go, ladies, just for you. Juicy Man Meat number 1. Oh, let's see if there's sound on it. BF.
Your head on my shoulder.
BF. BF. It's got copyright music, BF.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Okay, ladies, and I'll remind everybody, if you're a member here on The Vibe, you can throw in your Juicy Man Meat emojis 1 to 5. I love a filled hopper, says Stacey Allen. Okay. Yeah. All right, I showed it enough times. Oh, wait a minute. Psych, I got to go over to Bob's. See you. Love you. See you later. Yep. Got to watch a movie with Tukey. See you there. You love the hopper filled. He looks orange, says Terry Nee. He does kind of look. He does. Mandy Diff throws 1 Juicy Man Meat. Nikki goes, those eyes, they cry every night for you. Stacey Allen says, I hate when people use filters. 0 out of 10 because of the filter. Granny says, hands up, Scott. He wants to see you that you're not grabbing your Juicy Man Meat. He wants to see you.
Granny's about to bust.
Ooh, there you go. Granny's about to bust a nut over here while he's sanding them floors. All right, well, he's getting Juicy Man Meat in his ear holes today as we continue on with piece number 2 of the segment. It's not for me, and it's not for Scott or Bobby Nick. This is mostly for Granny, Terry Nee, and the ladies. This is Juicy Man Meat. Terry Nee caught shrapnel on there. Here we go. Here's your next piece, ladies, of Juicy Man Meat. BF. Guys singing BF. The Brokeback Mountain. Exactly, Scott. What was that?
Hello, Frisco.
Who turned that fruity clip in? I don't know. I didn't look up any of these clips because if you want stuff played on Juicy Man Meat or Bricked Up, you can submit it to me with bflive420@gmail.com. That's my email.
Which one did Granny sing? Or which one did Granny send?
This next one I'm playing right now.
Okay.
That's next one. Okay. But next, bflive420@gmail.com if you want to make your submissions to these segments. Juicy Man Meat. Here you go, ladies, because this segment, I don't go out and look for it. It's not for me, and it's not for us guys. This is just for the ladies. Juicy Man Meat. Here comes your third piece of Juicy Man Meat right here on The Vibe today as we wrap up this. Oh, I just noticed something, guys. I noticed it first at 1 minute after 3 o'clock, where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. We are officially into Overvibe. That's right, folks, because we normally do 3 hours of live original content, but when we're having too much fun or even too much fun like we are right now, we go into Overvibe. We are officially into Overvibe on The Vibe as I bring the ladies their third piece of Juicy Man Meat, and I will get us bricked up, guys. Let's go. Here comes your Juicy Man Meat. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, BF, there's there Sam, BF. Uh-oh. They're going to get arrested. I can do that. Ain't nothing. Thank you, FJM. All right, do the cunt smasher. Let's go. Speaking of, the Widow Killer says, speaking of Brokeback Mountain, I can't wait for the sequel of the Wild Western movie to come out. That's the sequel to Brokeback Mountain. I get it.
Shut the fuck up.
And we've been waiting for a sequel to Brokeback Mountain, so that makes total sense. I like that. Thank you very much, Widow Killer. Welcome to Over Vibe. Terry Nee is, he's arresting you. You're under arrest for being too sexy. Granny says, at Nikki, calm down, Niagara Falls over there. Calm down, Niagara Falls. Okay. Well, I got one more piece, ladies, because I like to play 4 pieces of content. That's not for me, and it's not for Scott or Bobby Nick. This is just for the ladies' juicy man meat. And let me make sure it's a good one. We can end on a banger, if you will, so to speak. Let me see these last couple ones I put in here. Here we go, ladies. I got it for you. I got the perfect piece for you. Let me go. Let me open it up. And we are going to move on. We're going to ease on down the road. I hope you guys are having fun on a Tuesday. You guys made my Tuesday better, and I hope that we made some of your Tuesdays. Sexy, folks. Jimmy says, get it, big boy. Well, get it, got it, and know it's good. I hope you enjoyed it, ladies, because that was it for today. That's all. You can't handle no more. No, that's too much sexy. Too much sexy. That was your juicy man meat. Hell yeah, that's how we have fun on the vibe. Pop that top, Bobby Nick. It's the same thing, says Granny.
Not gonna happen.
Woody from Syracuse. How did you know that was Woody from Syracuse? Oh, son of a bitch. I almost caught on fire doing that dance, says Terry Nee. And Nikki is laughing. There you go. All right. Well, I introduced you to this band the other day, guys, and I found another song from them. Let's listen a little bit more. I got another song from Girl Guar, also known as Cybertronic Spree. How about a little heart with the Barracuda? On a Tuesday here on the Vibe. I call that Girl Guar a little bit as we're winding down this episode. Terry Nee says, can Scott sing Every Rose Has Its Thorn? Terry Nee. Oh, no, he didn't mean that. Actually, if you caught last night, Bobby Nick, they did the singing on there. I don't know, was Terry Nee in the chat for that? Did he happen to see any of that?
He was there. I think he said he wasn't, but I'm pretty sure he was there.
Well, I'm trying to remember if there's like a Barracuda transformer or something. I don't know about that. It's let me see. There's a.
My name is Optimus Prime.
Oh, okay.
We are autonomous robotic organisms from the planet Cybertron, but you can call us Autobots for short.
And that doesn't mean we don't get stiffies and like women. So, guys, at 7 minutes after 3 o'clock hour, I say it's our turn. Let's show some for us. It's time to get bricked up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Trying through the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. The apple pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
That's right. It's 7 minutes after 3 o'clock on the East Coast. It's time to sit around with other guys and get semis. Get some chubs going on here for the bricked up segment on the vibe. All right. This is a couple pieces for the guys, a couple through 3 or 4, and then we're going to do our plugs, and then we're going to get on some other fun today. But here goes. This is AI or AI don't care. All right. Hey, I don't care.
It doesn't move too natural. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what first started getting me to notice something there, Bobby Nick. It just wasn't quite natural enough. Oh, we played that one already. I'm getting on to my next piece of content here that I have. I played that one too. I didn't adjust my screen from the other ones I played the other day. How about this one? Oh, no, here's the one I wanted to play for you guys. Here we go. This is definitely going to work. I almost should save this one for last. Well, let me see, guys. Here's our next piece of content for Bricked Up. God damn. I'll let that one soak in a little bit. Here we go.
Is that the Sibian?
Tiggle bitty.
I wasn't even looking at what she was sitting on there, Scott. I didn't even get to that. My eyes never made it that far, my friend.
Jesus.
Got control. Wag the dog, says Terry Name. Them puppies is looking. Puppies was looking right on the vibe right here today. There we go. Now we're getting into the good ones. Let me see. Got to slide down my ruler here. All right. Let's see. That's 2. All right. Let's bring on number 3. Number 3, our third piece of bricked up content just for the guys here. It's that same girl again. Yeah, you're right, Brian. That last one was not AI. Them titties was for real. Let me see. Yeah, so Bob, I'm going to go with you, bro. I'm going to officially probably go on record saying I don't believe this girl's real. I'm also going to go on record saying I don't give a shit neither. Yeah, that's funny they make the AI. That's just what we need. There ain't enough women that we can't get. They got to create other computer women that we can't attain. That's really good. Great idea there. Here we go. All right, let's check out another piece of content that's get us bricked up to as we wind up this episode of The Vibe on a Tuesday. We did for you a little bit. Oh, damn.
Oh, that jiggle is real.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, get those titties to the chopper. That's a good one. Get the titties to the chopper. That's a good one. That's au natural right there. Ain't no
that jiggle. God damn.
I love a trusty jiggle. We love the good trusting jiggle here. All right, as we kind of wrap up this show and wrap up this fun day, a Tuesday, man. Like I said, it's not every day that I'm always motivated to, but I'm glad to have you guys here to motivate me. We can all bring each other up together. Boy, Nikki says Gen X was a movement. I think we're still kind of in the middle of it. I don't think Gen X thinks that we're out of our movement, Nikki, quite seriously. All right, guys. Well, much like I did with the ladies, we're going to end up this segment, and then we're going to go find out where Bobby, Nick, and the boys, you can find them after tonight's show on a Tuesday. I got one more for you, guys, and this should work. Terry Nee and everybody, here we go, guys. It's time to get bricked up. Oh, shit.
I've been a grand dancing doesn't hurt.
This is what Perry likes, buff grannies.
Shut the fuck up. Dancing is so much fun. Hi. I've been a grand dancing doesn't hurt anyone. A bit of grand.
There's your future, Juggler.
A bit of a bit.
I've been a grand dancing doesn't hurt anyone.
A bit of grand dancing doesn't hurt anyone, Scott. She's a goer.
Hi. I've been a grand dancing doesn't.
She got the big old titties, says Jen. Scott said that's going to be you. She's the same age as Bret Michaels, and she don't look like nothing but a good time either, boy. How could you resist, Terry Nee? All right, but since I ended the ladies with a funny one, why not end the guys segment with a funny one? Well, if you guys were bricked up or chubbed up, that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you retained it, because that was Bricked Up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Thinking up the world, I'm watching her fly. See after pushing and reaching that will. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
And there you have it, folks. That was Tuesday here on BF Live The Vibe. Thanks for everybody for joining me. I want to thank Scott Fitzpatrick, as always, and Bobby Nick. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to them now. I'm going to go to Scott after I take this bricked up banner down. There's more fun to be had after this show, folks, because Bob is live, and we will be redirected, just like yesterday. This chat, if you stay here till I run the credit, the whole party will slide over there. And when you get over there, give them a old wave and said, hey, man, BF Live Vibe, we just joined you here today. But Scott Fitzpatrick, tell everybody where they can find you being a Tuesday, where they can find you later on tonight.
Yeah, right. At 7 o'clock Eastern time. No Andrew, no. Working with Andrew and friends.
I hope Andrew's there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go and then then Wednesday will be a smoke weed, man.
I was gonna say this ain't your first day on a show, there, Scott.
Wednesday will be a bonus show on Lunatic Lounge, Lunatic Lounge, which will be. I'm not sure what time that show is.
Well, I would like Scott to go first, because any kind of little details or added things that maybe Scott overlooked because he was high, Bobby Nick will let you know about them, because they do many of the same shows together. So thank you guys for joining me today. And Scott, like I said, I appreciate that, and I appreciate your honesty, especially in light of, I let you know too that it's not every day that I'm always like emotionally motivated to do this. But thanks for coming. You and I, not feeling good, came together with the people, and we had fun. So thanks, man. Thanks for pushing through like I did, because it helped me, man. So thank you.
Thanks for providing this for me. This is good medicine.
Good, man. I appreciate you saying that. Well, now Bobby Nick is going to go tell you where he is at tonight, and he's going to tell you all the little details that Scott didn't remember because he's a little high right now. Go ahead, Bobby Nick. Tell the guys where they can find you tonight.
Well, I could tell you right now, right after the show, me and Wendy are going to go live.
All right. Cool.
So that's at Bobby Nick 1978. Look for that link to pop up very quickly here. And then tonight on No Filter with Andrew and Friends, that's at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Go subscribe, guys. Fun hang. Tomorrow after BF Live The Vibe, I will be in the lounge, motherfuckers. Yeah. I do a music video request show over on Rumble. Can't do it over here because YouTube will spank my ass. But yeah, for the low price of $1, you can see your music video request on my show. So tune in after BF Live The Vibe. And then, like Scott was also saying, at Bobby Nick 1978 tomorrow night, the bonus show, members only. So member up at Bobby Nick 1978, the Lunatic Lounge. The Lunatics will be running the goddamn asylum again.
There you go. That's Bobby Nick. He only takes break from podcasts to do other podcasts, folks. So there's always a lot of fun stuff going on here on YouTube and everything. Matter of fact, there's fun going on right now in the Levy-verse. He's probably just finishing up his 6th or 7th intro. He's probably got the show started. So like I said, this show will be redirected. The chat and everything will be pushed right over there. So say hello to Bob from the BF Live and the chat family. And as far as today goes, thanks for everybody for making my Tuesday better. I hope I made yours a little bit better. Thank you, Scott Fitzpatrick. Thank you, Bobby Nick. Catch them out on 7 o'clock tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. East. No Filter with Andrew and Friends. That's the next time you'll see these guys. But next after this, I'll see you over there in the Levy-verse chat once I let the dog out and go handle some of the partake in some of the business and all. So have a great rest of your Tuesday, whatever you do. I'll see you right here tomorrow and every day right here on The Vibe. So for Bobby Nick, Scott Fitzpatrick, it's not bye. It's just bye for now, folks. Bye for now. And we'll see you next time we see you right here on The Vibe. See you, folks.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.